over the hump today. We appreciate everybody tuning in on NYCU.FM radio station. And that does not stand for New York City University. That stands for News You Can Use. Just in case you didn't know that. Also, we live and syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM, where we get to tell our story our way. Don't forget about Juice Radio Show. Remember, it's going to be tomorrow night. It's every Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. Go see Uncle Bobby E and Stevie. They're going to get you hooked up with the Juice Radio Show, our high school program. We also on YouTube, the official World One Development News You Can Use. But you got the best seat in the house because we have a loaded show with a special guest going to be pulling up on us today. And you do not want to miss who this person is. Damali, how are thou is feeling on this morning?
You know what? I am doing pretty good today.
Pretty good?
Pretty good. Can't complain at all. Still got a little bit of sinus stuff happening. Yeah, I was trying to store up my energy because I just know it's about to be on and popping because you guys know that we have a very busy weekend. We're going to be doing the Spreading Hope Back to School Bash. And let me tell y'all something. This is like a block party on steroids.
Right. This the one right here. Huh?
Ooh, man.
This the one right here.
So we're picking up, donations from some of our sponsors. Shout out to Quick Trip for donating. There's a lot of other folks, but we got to go pick up the donation from Quick Trip. Yeah. So we like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, but when we picking up, you picking up. Mm-hmm. So where we go, you gonna go. We're gonna be taking pictures. We're gonna be going live. And what we're doing is school started back today for most. Yeah. But what we're gonna be doing on this weekend, we're gonna help them fill in the gaps.
Yes.
If you don't have some supplies, if you don't have certain resources, if some got missing. If somebody went in the store and they missed something, we got you back this weekend. But today on the show, man, we got some special guests coming in studio that you absolutely don't want to miss.
Yes.
It's good vibes, Damali. It's good energy in Tulsa right now.
Absolutely.
And on the north side.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. How do you feel about that? This your spot. This your hometown. This is where you grew up. This is where you got your street cred.
Street cred.
You know what I'm talking about? Damali got some street cred just in case. If y'all don't know what that means.
You got a little street,
you got a little cachet in the streets, right?
Yeah, got a little bit. But yeah, you know what? It is a good vibe in Tulsa. There's a lot of great things happening, a lot of great things going on. I'm telling you, this District 1 City Council race is crazy in these streets.
Yeah.
But, every now and again, you need a shakeup. Right. Sometimes you need a new refresh. I think before we had the incumbent, the last city council was in the office for like 15 years.
Right.
So every now and again, you need, something to happen, for community to stand up, wake up, get involved and all of that. And I think now is just one of those times, one of those seasons. So, excited about just all of the possibilities for North Tulsa. I saw a Facebook post yesterday, I believe it was last night, where people were, this particular individual was saying, somebody is talking about all the, that North Tulsa is on the rise with development, and are you looking around? And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, are you looking around?
Yeah, what are you looking at? Or what are you not looking at?
So I think it's one of those things where is the glass half full or is the glass half empty?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you may be looking around because some of the things that you feel like are not being redeveloped yet.
Right.
Right. So you're like, ain't nothing going on. But then when you see the stuff happening like, Phoenix at 36, that's development.
Look, this is the largest mixed-use development in the history of Tulsa.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, I say this, Damali, we need to be a little bit more engaged. That's why Damali and I are now developers, getting ready to launch our big development. So you have to be engaged, you have to be in tune. And I think sometimes, Damali, and the fight is real.
Yes.
Warranted and understood.
Right.
But I think sometimes, you know how you can be fighting, you done won and you still swinging, you just swinging at the air. The thread is gone.
Swinging and missing.
What you now they telling you, hey, here, you can have it. But you locked into the fight that you don't realize what you need is right there in front of you. And now you in a time where you need to start taking advantage.
Right.
And today, at the end of the show, when we do upcoming events, those are your opportunities to take advantage. We didn't start this show just to be talking to y'all or doing that. Our main reason of starting this show was to help community move the needle. Local, national, international, wherever. People that want to have an opportunity to improve their life, to improve their quality of life, to help their family grow, be better. Then we just want to bring those resources and those opportunities here live every day.
Yes.
This is not AI, it's not fake news, it's none of that. This is the real deal Holyfield. So, Damali, let me ask you something. See, because me and you can't relate no more. We don't have no kids going back to school.
Man.
You remember back in the day when you had to get them kids out that house?
Oh, Lord.
Get them to the bus stop.
And when I had all three of them, my God, today.
Oh, and don't have a whole bunch of kids. If you got to get 3 boys haircuts, you got 3 girls, you got to get their hair done. You got to get shoes, you got to get this, you got to get books. You got to cook everybody breakfast. You got to make sure that you take a bath last night. Because what we're not going to do is start the P-Funk the first day at school. You know, you got to go through the whole checklist. But young people, because we deal with the young people at EduRec, we are so excited that y'all are back at school. And our hope from the community to wake up is y'all have the absolute best year ever.
Absolutely.
We proud of y'all. We support y'all. We with y'all. We might pull up in the school if y'all start playing. Because the one thing we want to do is move the needle. And so shout out to our superintendent, Dr. Ebony Johnson, to all the principals, all the teachers, staff, volunteers, whoever you are. The kids are back in your hand, and the mamas and daddies and grandmas are saying, thank you, Lord. I get to take a break.
Yes.
The summer is over.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I talked to a parent last night, and she was like, oh, I'm so glad these kids going back to school. They eating up all the food at the house.
Right.
So, shout out to the kids. You guys be careful in the school zones. Pay attention, because we got little people out there that are trying to get safely to school. So we want to make sure that, you guys slow down, because you will get a big old fat ticket.
Right.
Damali,
you miss school at all? Do you miss high school, middle school? I
miss high school. I'm telling you, during the Booker T. Washington class of 1986, and all of the classes that were there during my tenure, for the 4 years that I was actually there. Oh my God, I miss them, because we just had the absolute best time. I tell people all the time, if I could go back to high school, and have the same teacher, same friends, same everything that I had when I was there, I would probably just stay in high school.
Let's do this. Let's do this on the live. We got people popping in. We won't hit the live yet. I'm just going to ask y'all a question. If it was one thing that you miss about school, if it was one, because our kids don't realize, you know what? Once upon a time, many, many years ago, many, many moons ago, we was in school too. At some point, we was in school. But I'm just asking y'all, if you went, what's one thing that you miss about school? If you did go back, because some people are like, nope, I barely graduated, I don't want to go back. But if it was something about school that you do miss, then what is that?
The pep rally.
Oh, the pep rally on Friday before the football. How was y'all pep rally?
Yes, I'm telling you, we would have the drummers come around. They would snake all around the school playing the drums. Everybody come out of their classes, gather around the flagpole, and it was on and popping.
Did y'all have a spirit stick?
Yeah, we had a spirit stick.
Had spirit stick.
And the Funky D's did their thing.
What's the Funky D's? I don't know about that.
That's the drummers. That's the drum line.
That's I didn't know.
The Funky D's.
No, when you said that, I thought the Funky D. Remember that dude that he got this new thing? He spray cologne and grab it and throw it on. I didn't know if the Funky D need to spray that, grab it, and throw it on them cheeks. When you said Funky D, I didn't know what you really meant. But Funky D was a group that was getting funky. If
you are a hornet, then look, Marquise gonna say I was 5 years old. Don't do that, Marquise.
Oh,
Marquise, don't do that.
Marquis said he was.
Don't do that.
Marquis said I was sitting there with blue magic grease on my face with my backpack barely on. I was 5. I was barely here. I was barely doing my ABCs.
High school.
Yes. You was grown and gone. Marquis was in the starting blocks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ready.
Exactly.
I graduated in 92. I graduated in 1992. Yeah. Man, that's been a lot of years ago. You've been out of school how long? 86, 20, 26?
This will be my 40th
150 years? No, I'm just playing.
My 40th class reunion is actually this year, September. We are celebrating at homecoming.
Man.
So, but check this out. So this is my 40th class reunion. My middle daughter, this is her 20th class reunion, and my baby girl is her 10th class reunion.
Golly.
So we're all celebrating this year.
The question is, how you celebrating 40 and you look 30? What is going on in the water? Every time I run into somebody from Booker T class 86, none of y'all look like y'all in the graduating no 40. Y'all all look under 40.
Listen, we be trying to take care of ourselves.
So that's why y'all want to go back to high school.
Yeah, okay.
What they do, they moisturize y'all face every morning, put some cucumbers. They were like, yeah, he class 86. We gonna stay forever young.
Right.
Put some on y'all face. Make sure your hairline stay together.
Right.
Man, if I ask y'all on the live too, if you miss something from high school or you miss something from middle school, elementary, no matter, what do you remember missing from school? I would say something that I miss from school, to be honest, I miss Friday Night Lights.
Mm-hmm. Friday Night Lights.
Because it was more than just the school.
Yeah.
The whole community, every city, if you got a football team, Friday Night Lights is real everywhere.
Yep.
But you know the band is playing the doom, doom. And you got
Nancy Hawkins Brown said T Connection Funky D's. She's class of 1984.
84?
That's
T
why.
Connection?
Yeah.
Wait, the Funky D's is just a name, or was it a particular just group?
No, Funky D's is just the drum line.
Oh, yes. I got it.
T Connection is the whole band.
I got you.
I got you. And so Leslie said BTW don't crack.
Uh-oh.
You better say that.
That's true. That is factual. But hey, we just saying, hey, yeah, school. And just, man, being in school, because you know what? Let me tell you young people something. Don't rush getting out of school.
No.
Because being grown is overrated.
Yes.
All the man, I can't wait till I leave the house and wait. Well, you say that till you get them light bills.
Right.
Then you be like, Mom and Daddy, I don't mind going back upstairs. So I'm just saying, young people, enjoy your time in school.
Yes.
Because you're going to have the rest of your life to be grown. You know, and it might look good because your mama and daddy got a car.
And that's fake news.
But a car come with a car note and insurance.
Exactly.
You got to put gas. So if you can ride in your I used to tell my kids this all the time. Enjoy living off your parents' tab.
Yes, as long as you can.
Tab, because as soon as you go away to college, and the minute you have to pay for your own food, you be like, I did not know.
Right.
That all this eating I've been doing
it gets real
costs
quick,
this much. It get real quick. So young people, enjoy yourself. Welcome back to school. For all you schools around here, we're excited that whatever we can do on Community to Wake Up to support, to help, to advertise, because it's going to take us all, Damali, because we rank last in Oklahoma and we can't go out like that.
That's right.
So let's move the meter. Let's move at least 5 spots.
Okay.
You know, 26, 27.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, absolutely. So, we have a lot of fantastic guests that are going to be over. A couple of I'll say a couple, not a lot. A couple of guests that are going to be on the show a little bit later. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for them. So we're going to kind of move the needle. It's currently 15 past the hour, 85 degrees right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're going to go ahead and do our affirmation so we can kind of stay on track to be able to get through all we need to get through so that when our special guests get here,
we can be ready.
Then we ready. Shawnee Craven says she missed the molasses cookies at McLean. Girl, don't start talking about
the molasses cookies.
Man,
can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Did the 40 go fast? Does it seem like you've been out of school that long?
Listen,
now you've been out of school for a minute, but does it seem like it's been?
I got shocked. So we were on our planning committee Zoom, and we were talking about, this is what we're gonna do for the reunion, and we just talking, doing our planning, and then somebody messed up and said, because this 40-year reunion is a big deal. I said, who been out of school 40 years?
Right. I'm saying it. So what I did is after 20, I just stopped counting. When they say, how long you been out of school? Just a long time. Because when you tell people when you graduate, they start doing the numbers on you. Like, let me figure out that age. So this many years plus 18.
Like, oh my God. Yeah. But then I had to think about it. Like my oldest daughter is 38. You know, so then it's like, okay, that does make sense. I was out of school, so 40 years is right, but dang, that just sounds like so old.
I know. Yes, it sounds like it's been a minute too. But anyway, y'all get it done, y'all. Look, we did our time. It's y'all time now.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and do the affirmation, then we'll go to the live and do some shout outs real quick, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with the show.
Let's go.
So now we're gonna go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So today our theme is generational impact. And this is what our affirmation says: my actions today will impact generations to come. So, this affirmation means recognizing that what you do today can have an effect far beyond your own lifetime. The choices you make, the values you teach, the opportunity you create, and the example you set can influence your children, your community, and people you may never meet. It reminds us to live with generational mindset, not just thinking about what benefits us today, but what we're building for tomorrow. So the first part says, my actions today. That means the things I do right now matter. How I treat people, how I manage my resources, how I raise my children, how I conduct business, and how I serve my community are all building something. What I do today matters. The next piece says, will impact. That means our actions create consequences, good or bad.
Ooh.
A decision you make today can create opportunities, remove barriers, teach lessons, or inspire someone else to take action. My choices can make a difference in someone else's life. And the last piece says, generations to come. That means we're thinking beyond ourselves. We may never personally meet everyone who benefits from what we build, but our work can still improve their lives. I'm building something that can help people long after I'm gone. So, what does that mean to community? Well, generational impact can begin with very practical actions like mentoring a child, starting a business, buying property, teaching financial literacy, preserving community history, creating jobs, strengthening families, or building organizations that continue serving people. One person's actions can create a ripple. Teach one child, and that child may teach another. Help one entrepreneur, and that business may eventually employ others. Create one opportunity, and that opportunity may change an entire family's future. That's generational impact. So, what does this mean to Black Wall Street? Well, the Black Wall Street lesson is this: the builders of Black Wall Street probably could not have imagined that more than a century later, people would still be studying Greenwood, telling its stories, honoring its entrepreneurs, and drawing inspiration from what they built. Their businesses, institutions, families, and community leadership became part of a legacy much larger than their individual lives. Their story reminds us you may be doing today's work for people who haven't even been born yet. So, the bigger message is this: sometimes we underestimate small actions because we can't immediately see the results. But planting a seed and enjoying the harvest doesn't always happen in the same season. So keep building, keep teaching, keep serving, keep opening doors, keep creating opportunities. Someone in the future may benefit because you decided to do something meaningful today. So our affirmation takeaway is this: my actions today will impact generations to come. Means I understand that my choices are bigger than me. I choose to live, lend, serve, and build ways that create opportunities for my family, strengthen my community, and leave something valuable for generations I may never meet. So this morning's affirmation was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Habitat for Humanity.
Girl, when you said do something for a generation that you may never meet.
Yes.
And see, the thing about it is we living in that right now.
Yeah.
Because always forget, I wasn't here when Malcolm X was here.
Yes.
I wasn't here when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was here.
Right.
It was a whole lot of leaders that came that we feel like, I feel like. Were you here when Martin Luther King?
Had just been born. He was assassinated like 3 or 4 days after I was born.
Woo! So he came in, and you came in. He was on his way out.
He was on his way out.
Yeah, but when I think about generational impact, let me ask you this question, and then I'm gonna ask the people on the live. It'd be kind of deep to think about, but when you think about generation impact, if you were signing off today, I mean, this your last day, you out of here.
Yeah.
What would it look like, and what would it sound like, and what would you be able to? This is what it looks like, and Damali did what she needed to do. This was my generational impact. I'm signing off today, y'all. I'm out of here. So you going into the future and saying this is what it would look like for me. if
Right.
I made the right kind of generational impact?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask y'all the same on the live. I know that's a deep question, but Damali will go first. I'll go second. That give you some time to think about it. If that was it today, even though you're going into the future,
Mm-hmm.
what would that look like? You want me to go first? I can. If you want to go
No,
first, I
I'll
want
go
you the
first.
ladies first. So what would it look like, Damali? What's
No.
that impact, generational? What would it look like?
I lived my life on my own terms. I took care of people. I took care of my family. I served my community. I served my church. I did the best that I could do to make this world a better place and to leave this community better than what I found it.
Man, if mine, I might go a little bit deeper because this is stuff I actually think about. When I was young, I always remember seeing 5 generations in my family.
Yeah.
I saw my great grandma, we call her mom. Then I saw my grandma, I just call her grandma.
Mm-hmm.
My mama, my oldest sister, and my niece Javetta. And so they actually got that and put it in the newspaper.
Right.
And I don't know why I was so fascinated by that or fixated about that. And I actually, on the live, how many generations have you seen in your family? Because I think a lot of the wealth and a lot of impact and a lot of things we miss is we don't get a chance to live enough generation to really make an impact. So it kind of has been my little goal to try to make it to 5 generations to see that again. And for me, when I think about generational impact personally, I'm hopeful that it can be my youngest generation now is Kasai. You know, he about 9 months. So in order for me to make it, if I'm 50 club today, 53, I just say that, then give it 20 more years. Because I don't want you to have no kids early, but that could be another generation. I ain't trying to do nothing right? And then so I would have to live until my grandson's son have a son. That would be 5. And my hope is debt free. My hope is good spiritual groundness, you know, living according to kingdom living, treating people right, operating right, not being honorary and about yourself, but still giving back. I don't want to do two or 3 generations and then that next generation is spoiled and we lose everything, got to start over. I don't want that to happen. Generationally, I'm hoping in North Tulsa and where I'm from in the B-Town, because these are the spots that I lived and existed, that I'm able to make an impact where North Tulsa can get, it can be Black Wall Street 3.0. You know, Wakanda forever. Is that cool? And back in my small town of Arkansas, instead of the population going down under 1,000, maybe it could go up to a couple thousand and be trending that way. And that across seas, like in the UK and in Africa and other places that we're doing some work, that those places are thriving. So just to make an impact, local, national, international, starting with my family. And when I say community, that's church, that's family, that's friends, that's schools, that's all of that. So that at the end of the day, they don't really have to know my name. That won't be important. Right. But I'm just hopeful that people can live in a way where they say, you know, our society is better. Because my generation, hopefully, man, that's a long ask. It don't have to be about black and white. It don't have to be about all that. We can really just be, I'm hoping, a better future for our kids so they can get along better than we did. And we don't have to be divided. We can live and love. I think that's possible because we are just human. But that's leadership. So that's a little bit deeper. But if it was time for me to go, I'm at least looking at 5 generations. Yes. Is that cool? And then these other things to come along with it. That's my 2 cents.
Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna go to the live real quick and see who has a comment this morning and who's on the live. Yeah. So it looks like Marquise Dennis, Arlisha Walker, and 5 other people are watching.
The secret?
The secret.
No, there's a lot more secrets than that. Trust me. When it popped, it was like 75.
That particular comment. Yes.
Yeah.
Mom is watching. She got the eyeballs up in the air.
Yeah.
Uncle Brian says, "Good morning, guys."
Hey, what's going on, Uncle Brian?
Shawnee Craven says, "Good morning, Damali Wilson and Charles. Have a wonderful day." Good morning, sis.
Hey, good morning. Love you, sis.
Day as well. Uncle Brian says, "Good morning."
Hey, what's going on, Uncle Brian?
Richie Anderson says, "Good morning, everyone."
Hey.
Rosalind Williams says, "Good morning. Great kickoff to 1,000 doors, packed house."
I know. I had to text her last night and say we had a little minor emergency.
Yes.
But nevertheless, we in on them 1,000 doors. Don't give away the 1,000. I already said, I announced yesterday it was only 975 available. For 25, I need 10 doors. Damali need 10 doors, and our producer need 5 doors. Right. So we in there. We in partnership. And World One Community Wake Up is all in.
Yes.
So, Roz, it's good to hear that.
Yes. I'm so happy.
Shout out to that big thing. Yeah.
Yes, that was a big deal. I said Arlisha Walker, Leslie Hawkins Brown,
Leslie,
in.
welcome
Yeah.
to the show. Funky D, 1984, baby.
1984. And she said, just being together with my peeps.
Man, isn't that real?
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, we had a great time. Let's see, who else? Richie Anderson said, I love my days at the Booker T. Washington High School. I did not want to leave my senior year. I'm telling you, it's something about the
y'all
team,
cry in the car?
Man.
When you leave Booker T, you have to cry in the car?
Man, you have to cry in the
Look,
car.
let me tell y'all, I've been to a couple Booker T graduations. It's real like that.
Yeah.
But I have been to a McLean.
Yeah.
I've been to a Hale. I've been to a Central. I've been going to people graduate. I ain't even know nobody graduate. I love to see. They're like, why you here? I'm like, you know what? I don't even know myself, but I just love because you can't take it. Everybody don't graduate from high school. You know, that's a big feat.
Right.
So
that's a big deal.
So
Leslie says, y'all make my mornings a little more bearable and I can start my day. She says, love y'all. We love you too.
You more.
Uncle Brian says, I missed 6th grade, my most enjoyable time in school. I was going to Catholic school and the sisters took time with me and I learned more in that year than any time in my school life. During science projects, working on current events, subjects, and opening my mind to new ideas. I will always remember that time fondly, and it helped make me who I am today. That's awesome, Uncle Brian.
That's big.
6th grade.
6th grade.
John Prince says, great morning.
Okay, what's going on, Big John?
Shawnee said she graduated in 1982. She's
82?
61 to 62 in September.
And looking straight
September,
35.
Okay, September 21st.
Shawnee look good.
Yes. Uncle Brian says, I will be having my 50th high school reunion.
Woo, he graduated with Moses.
2029.
I knew it. I seen that came. It was Uncle Brian and Moses. We going to the graduation? No, Moses didn't make it to the graduation. He didn't come over to the land of milk and honey, but Brian made it. So he represented the representative, him and Moses.
Oh,
Brian, no, it was Uncle Brian and Moses did the Red Sea.
Uncle Brian, I ain't got nothing to do.
No, I'm just saying the Red Sea, but the lake.
You about to get it.
The Lake Tahoe.
You know he ain't gonna
Uncle Brian, no, Moses did the Red Sea. He did Lake Tahoe.
You about to get it.
I love you, Uncle Brian. Hey, to make 50, man, to me, that's an honor, man. That's a big thing. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to say that, Uncle Brian, one day, that I'm celebrating my 50-year reunion with my class. You ain't got many classmates left. If you make a 50-piece, I'm telling you that right now. Uncle Brian, I'm just messing with you.
John Prince said, home team BTW.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
BTW.
hashtag home team BTW. Richie says, mighty are we, the class of 1983.
83? Mighty are we? See, they was rhyming back then.
Yes. Uncle Brian says, class of 79 for me, Rogers for life. Ruffers for life. I'm sorry.
Ruffers.
So it's Muskogee High School Ruffers.
Muskogee?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Marquise Dennis says, that's what I'm working on right now is building a legacy.
Man, that's it.
Uncle Brian says, beautiful affirmation. We have to leave a foundation for others. Isaiah Coleman is watching. What's up, brother?
Isaiah, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Brenda Harbin is watching.
Hey, what's going on?
Larry Harris says, good morning, team.
Uh-oh. What's up? What's up?
Shawnee says, love you both. And thank you for the compliments.
Come on, let me ask you this. This is the last thing I'm asking about school. I'm only doing this because we just putting some energy in there for our kids, maybe some of our grandkids. My grandkids going back to school.
Yeah.
And my daughter going back, she started nursing school Monday. Shout out to Natiana.
Shout out.
But let me favorite food. What food you miss from the cafeteria? Everybody miss something from the cafeteria. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. You done said when you grad. But what's one thing you miss from the cafeteria?
Bean chowder and that cowboy bread. Oh my God.
Y'all had bean chowder?
Yeah, it's like chili.
It's chili.
Yeah, it's really chilly, but you know, they call it bean chowder.
Good in school.
Oh my God. And them cinnamon rolls.
That's what I was gonna say. Who made them
cowboy
cinnamon
bread
rolls?
and cinnamon rolls. Those are my
Who made the cinnamon rolls in school?
I don't know.
Because we fumbling the ball nowadays.
Boy.
Y'all kids, y'all think cinnamon rolls are good now. I would do anything to go get you a 1990. See, it would be a fight after school.
Yes.
To look at somebody's cinnamon roll.
Listen.
To look at somebody's cinnamon roll was disrespectful. It was an act of war. And I'm going to tell you something else I missed. I don't know about y'all, but at home, where did they get that pizza from?
You see.
It was a square.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's pieces of round. So I don't know if the world is flat or round, but back when we got our pizza, was y'all pizza square?
Yes, we had.
And it would drop and the cheese would hang before you bite it.
Teresa said, Grand Rising community family and friends. Mr. Larry said cinnamon rolls and chocolate milk.
Cinnamon rolls.
Uncle Brian said the peanut butter cookies.
Yeah. Yeah. Cinnamon
Marquis
rolls.
said the crusty beef eater and the cowboy cornbread. That's what I'm
That
saying. That
cowboy
cowboy
cornbread, I
cornbread.
know.
Oh my! Who got the recipe?
I know somebody's. Y'all done
Who
cheated
got
us.
the cowboy cornbread recipe?
would-
Because I need that.
Because at this point, y'all making us feel like Jesus was back there in the kitchen with seasoning.
Right.
Who was cooking? I don't remember none of the cooks.
I have no idea.
I don't remember none of the cooks, but I just remember when it was pizza day and it was cinnamon roll day. I don't even, what kind of creamy peanut butter did they used to have? You didn't even eat no milk. You eat the whole peanut butter sandwich and go back to recess.
Right.
Now you eat peanut butter, you choke.
You be like,
the whole throat dry.
Yes,
the whole esophagus
right
gone.
there.
But the peanut butter back then, I don't know where they got it from.
Man.
But man, that was the best.
Marquis says the cinnamon rolls are at Savoy's on 61st and Sheridan. What?
Marquis, don't do us like that. We finna leave the station.
Oh my God, right. He said that square pizza was amazing.
Man, that square pizza. Oh man, you just sit there. You bite that pizza, you be like, you know what, y'all? I'm going back to church on Sunday.
Right.
The way the pizza, God is good to me. I don't know what they eat in school
Prentice
today.
said the stromboli.
Man, the stromboli. You right, Prentice? Yeah, we from the same neck. But
Shawnee says, I feel mom's spirit smiling down from heaven while watching your show. She loved you both, and I miss that. Also, Damali Wilson, and I have the recipe for bean chowder. Girl,
you got
send it to me.
Yeah.
She said she worked in the cafeteria and ate free too, LOL.
Got this to go
Girl,
bad.
I need that bean chowder and I need the cowboy bread.
Get them two and you good to go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, give me a cinnamon roll only. You can just give me.
No, he wants you to make it. He don't want the recipe.
Man, that's cinnamon roll.
He wants you to make it.
All right, we're going to get to the show, y'all. Now we done got hungry. We done messed up. Yeah.
Yes, they got hungry.
But we got to do this to let our kids know. Look, y'all, once upon a time, we was in school. We got memories, so y'all have a good time this year.
Way back in the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But today, Damali, and I think it's fitting for what we're talking about today. We're talking about generational impact. The cinnamon rolls impacted us. The bean chowder impacted us. Our favorite, this is the last thing I promise for real.
What?
Favorite teacher. Who's the teacher that made the most impact? Don't get in trouble. Don't have nobody call and say, so you forgot about me, honey. So don't do that. But what teacher was the biggest impact in your life? That's a hard one for me because I'm going through the Rolodex quick.
Mm-hmm.
But what teacher really impacted you the most in school, whether it's elementary, middle, or high school? But this teacher, I give credit.
I have two.
No.
I can only pick one?
One. Uno.
Oh, Miss Patterson.
Miss Patterson,
your favorite,
impacted. We talking about generational impact. Miss Patterson impacted Damali Wilson more than anybody at the Hive. When was she your teacher? What grade?
At Booker T.
At Booker T? What grade?
9th and 10th, maybe.
And your teacher that impacted you the most might have not been your favorite teacher. You figured out later on that if I didn't have this teacher, then I wouldn't have been doing good now today. I'm gonna tell you the teacher.
A lot of great teachers.
Man, the teacher that impacted me, my grandma, my mama, my aunties, and everybody. This teacher from Beer in Arkansas. Her name was Miss Horn. She was our English teacher. Everybody make A's after English if you survive her. Cause she'd be welcome to English hell. You know, she was that you ain't. Don't say ain't. If you say ain't, you got to get on the board. I promise you're gonna write the whole class. The whole class ain't is not a word. You know. But this being an all what she taught me in the 8th grade English, I took that to college. I use it now, and I just been having all through school, all through college. I had no issue with no English because of Miss Horn. So she was not my favorite teacher. I want to try to find a way to set her up in football tackles, but she was the biggest impact.
Right.
Because I got some Mr. Hearn and some of them that was my favorite teacher, Coach Rosenberg, because I'm having fun in class. Playing football with the little thing and kicking up. Y'all didn't do that.
Right.
But Miss Horn, who was your biggest teacher that impacted you the most?
We got some on the line.
Who? And you got to say why, too.
Well, they ain't said why, but Marquise Dennis said Mr. Jim Ross at East Central.
Mr. Jim Ross at East Central.
Mr. Larry says Mr. Fisher over at Gilcrease was his teacher.
You know Mr. Fisher?
I don't know. I may know Mr.
Sound
Fisher.
like a teacher that don't play. Mr. Fisher.
Let's see. Teresa said Budlong Avenue teacher was Mrs. Ashton in Los Angeles, California. You know, they went to school in LA.
Way out in LA.
Right. Hold on, let's see who else got a comment. I think our guest is at the door. Let's see who else got a comment. Ronald Maxwell says, good morning from cornbread. LOL.
Let's go.
Uncle Brian says, my mom used to live on Bud Long in LA. Good memories.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are the comments that we have. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we had some great.
Just having a good time because today, if you didn't know, we just kind of showing a little. The school started. Did college start back too?
I don't know.
My daughter starts Monday.
Yeah, so I don't know. So, maybe college starts next week.
Next week. So if you're on your way back to college as well, some of you sports, I know y'all have to go back early. If you play football or something, I know you've been back. So
Tyson said, Miss Gaithright, she believed in me and told me that I can become more. Still today, we are connected. As a matter of fact, she reached out to me yesterday to encourage him. Real talk.
Right.
Richie says Zenobia Mayo. Yes, Miss Mayo was in. She was my counselor. Yes, she was my counselor. Yeah. She taught me how to get a job done on a typewriter. Yes, that typewriter, baby. F F F A A.
It's all loud too.
I know, right? He said that was a skill that helped me throughout my career in business.
Yeah.
Prentice says, can't say ain't to this day without hearing Miss Horn's voice.
I told you, for real. Still right now, anytime I say, no, I ain't going to do that, she'd be like, you ain't? Because soon as you say it.
Ain't a word.
Look.
My grandma used to say that. Ain't a word.
I know. Now we still saying it.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Shawnee Craven says, Coach Nick at McLean taught us how to mix those jeans. Okay?
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
I remember, and one of my other favorite teachers at Carver was Coach Rogers. Y'all remember who went to Carver? Y'all remember Coach Rogers? My favorite teacher with them bow legs. Little short guy with them bow legs, but you didn't mess with Coach Rogers. Coach Rogers,
he was
my mama's teacher. Back in the day. So yeah, Coach Rogers.
Isn't the worst thing to me? I think it's double torture for your coach to also be your teacher.
Man.
And that's how I used to be at home. And I remember one class. I don't even remember the class.
Double torture.
And you've been back with me to high school. So Coach Frankie Gathan was my teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember the class. I just remember being intimidated the whole class because Coach Gathan was 6'3",
right,
300.
Yeah, played
D-line.
Yeah,
at UAPB, HBCU with an afro. and then he's my track coach, my football coach. And I come to class and he watching me the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
you better get the answer right.
I better, you better pay attention. But then and then he got the paddle with the holes in it.
Oh yeah.
Now
that was Miss McGowan.
So now you in my class mad at something that I did in basketball.
I know, right?
Yeah. Threatening me.
I know, right?
Anyway, y'all kids have a good time getting back to school.
Yes.
Today is gonna be a great day. It's Baby Friday. It's Thursday. Thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and all of that good stuff. And we got our first special guest done pulled up on us, one of my favorite people in the city.
Yes. So we're going to give you really quick our definition of generational impact.
Yes.
And then we're going to go to break so we can get our guests situated, and then we'll come back from break, and then we'll introduce our special guest. So this is the definition that the lens that we're looking from on the wake up this morning on generational impact. So generational impact means doing something today that positively affects people, families, and communities for generations to come. So what you do today helps create a better tomorrow for people who come after you. So that's what we're talking about today, generational impact.
Yeah, and I think it's like fitting for our guests that's coming up.
Absolutely,
next. Yeah, so share the live.
Yeah.
Stay locked in. We're not going to tell you who the special guest is. No, you're going to have to wait till after this break. But stay locked in. It's the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and
Damali.
We'll be right back, y'all. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the community wake up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action all the time.
from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the community wake up
Weekdays
with Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. We're locked in on NYCU.FM radio station where we play today's R&B and them throwbacks. We also live and syndicated locally on KBOB 89.9 FM where we get to tell our story our way. And we also on YouTube, the official World One Development news that you can use. But you got the best seat in the house. We at Grandma's table. We got fluffy biscuits. Y'all go with me. Use your imaginations. We got pancakes and they fluffy too. You know what I mean? So we got some orange juice. We got some egg whites for your healthy people, right?
Okay.
Turkey bacon, turkey sausage if you don't like pork.
Yes.
But nevertheless, we got a cousin, Damali, that pulled up today and we're going to have a conversation about a great organization.
Yes.
One of our sponsors that have forever been doing great work right in our very own community.
So we've been telling you guys that we now have a platinum sponsor.
Right.
And so our platinum sponsor is going to come in a couple of times this month to talk to us about some things and some initiatives that are going to be happening at their location.
Right.
So in studio, we have none other than our very own, first of all, Habitat for Humanity, but then we have our cousin from another mother, cousins once, twice removed. I don't know. But anyway, Miss Cassandra Love is in the building. How you doing, Cassandra? Good morning.
Fantastic.
Yes.
She's the representative.
Yes, we are always out in community, out and about, doing things all over. We always see each other out in the spaces, and places, doing things to make community better. And so it is a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Absolutely.
To be able to share with us. Before you, we want you to go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you do.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
My name is Cassandra Love. I am the Director of Homeowner Services for Green Country Habitat for Humanity.
All right.
Yes.
This will be my 5th year.
Oh my
5 years.
That's crazy.
Excited.
It's been 5 years already.
It has been 5 years already.
Girl,
my
I
God.
remember when you was over here at Comanche, and now I'm
Right.
like, what?
Now Comanche gone, and 5 years later you're here. So you celebrating 5 years in 2 weeks.
That's
Congratulations.
crazy.
Habitat, yes.
Time flies. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just like, what? Yeah.
And so a little bit about me. I am not a native Tulsan. I'm actually from Greenville, Mississippi.
Wow.
Mississippi. Mississippi in the building, y'all.
Mississippi.
Well, what brought you to Tulsa?
My husband is a Tulsan. And
Oh,
He
he
is.
came down there and
And
got
what
you.
school did your husband go to?
I don't even want to talk about
Oh, don't even, we ain't gonna get into that, right?
Tell him. Go ahead and tell him.
it. But I will say I graduated from Alcorn State University.
Yes.
Alcorn, there you go.
And he is a Jacksonian, so he graduated from Jackson
HBCU
State
in the
Yes,
house.
University.
yes,
So,
yes.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Absolutely.
And so just a little bit more, about what I do at Habitat. I am, we're just trying to help local families get into affordable housing.
Right.
So that's the main goal for me and
Yes.
for Habitat in general.
Right. And what do you think about when you understand that we 13,000 houses short in Tulsa? What does that mean for you when you're in a position like the one that you are?
Having a background at THA, and just seeing the things that they're doing, it
Right.
really, really wanted us to move the needle. So we had the North Tulsa initiative started where we wanted to build 250 homes in North Tulsa.
Yes.
And so we are almost at our mark.
Really?
Good.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. I mean, we've been seeing the developments, and seeing these houses come up and go vertical, but I just didn't realize, how close you were to your number.
We are very, very close to our number.
Yeah.
In September, we will put up 10 houses, I guess. We
Wow.
will raise the walls on 10 houses.
Wow.
We have partners over at Hawthorne.
Yes,
It's
yes.
Wilshire Trails.
Yes.
So everybody look out for that, because that's going to be fantastic. We're so excited about that.
Yeah.
Right. And another
Yes.
thing, I don't think people even understand maybe what Habitat is. Can you kind of break down what it is and why it exists?
Okay, so we are an affiliate of Habitat for Humanity International. We've been around since 1988.
Mhm.
So that's a long time
that
to
is.
be
That
in
is.
business in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes.
Right. Right.
And so what we do, again, like I said, we build affordable housing.
Mhm.
So we are building housing for local, hardworking families
Mhm.
who have been priced out of the market.
Yes.
As we know, home prices have gone up. Insurance has gone up. The interest
Everything.
rates have gone up.
Yeah,
Everything has
yeah.
gone up. Even building materials.
Yes.
You think about that. And so it has been our goal, our mission, to make affordable housing for hardworking people.
You know what? And I am really encouraged, and I'm really excited about the Habitat homes now, because you remember the Habitat homes of the day. I was like, nobody want
you
their
just
house.
hold on for a minute.
Yeah,
Say,
nobody
hold
want
on.
their house. They, don't
They
have-
all look just alike.
They all look just alike. They didn't have no drive. I'm like, what is going on? I need a driveway.
Well, you know
You
what
know.
I will say about our, and we call
And
it
a garage,
legacy housing.
Right.
And I will say back then, it was a need.
Mhm.
People did need them.
They did.
Right.
They did, and still
And they
do.
bought
I mean,
them.
we still have
Mhm.
homeowners who live in legacy homes.
Yeah.
And they are paying them off.
Yes.
So
Right.
now you have an asset that you can sell and move up to your next home.
Yes.
Which is what we hope to do with these homes. The difference with these homes, you now have 3-4 bedrooms,
I love it.
definitely 2 bathrooms.
Yes. Yes. Sharing with them kiddos. Oh no. Oh
Or
no.
1 or 2 car garage. And so
Yes.
it's just so wonderful to be able to have these different layouts, models of
Mhm.
different homes. We're also building neighborhoods,
Yes.
which is fantastic, because
Yeah.
now
Girl,
we're
you got
not-
hearts and everything. Everybody want a house.
Yes,
All I see
okay.
is hearts
I
going
know,
up.
right?
Y'all call me. But we are building neighborhoods now. And
Mhm.
so the development that we're doing, Wilshire Trails over by Hawthorne Elementary
Mhm.
School, that's going to be 31 houses.
Yes.
We're just starting with 10 in September.
Yes.
But we're also, people don't know it, but we're also Black Wall Street Square.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
And that 25
We knew that.
Yes.
units coming up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful idea that came from Mr. Terry McGee.
Mhm.
Right.
And it is so wonderful that we are still in partnership.
Yeah.
I be riding by. I be
Yeah.
touching them like I want one. You know what I'm talking about, Damali? I be like, I just, I'm watching the green. I'm watching the sign to go up. So
Yeah,
that's going to be amazing to be on that corner. And the other one, you said September. That's next month.
Yeah.
That's not a long way
just
off.
boom, to get
So
started.
how do people that's listening in, if you have a question on the live, you definitely can chime in, ask the question, or give your comment. So for people that are looking to get a home, they need a home and they want to engage, what is that process?
You can go to our website, greencountryhabitat.org. That's the beginning, because you can sign up for an orientation.
Mhm.
So once you sign up for orientation, you come, you hear about Habitat. We're going to tell you all the things that you need to do in order to be eligible to apply. So we ask for a 600 credit score, 600 plus credit score, which is not bad.
Mhm.
It's not bad.
We also ask that you're able to save $2,000, because believe it or not, you only have 1% that you put down on the house.
Mhm.
We have forgivable down payment assistance. It's forgiven
Wow.
after 5 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's really a wonderful program. And we also do closing costs
Yes.
Right.
assistance. And those are some of the barriers to home ownership. You
Yes.
have working families, 2-income families, 1-income families, whatever the income is.
Right.
But you have families who are just priced out of the market and cannot do it without the down payment assistance. You know,
It's
that
good to
we're
have that,
given
though.
through
Yeah.
our philanthropic organization. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that we're able to do.
And I'll say
I
this,
just want to
that,
let our producer know that's other people at the guest. We'll sit
at
them
the
over
door.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too is I love the fact that you guys work with community. I can remember when you very first started with Black Wall Street Square, when we heard about the fact that it was coming, then we
I
were
know.
working with Vicky, and I sent 3 people over, and all 3 of those people went through the courses, and they called me and said, "Hey, I'm ready. I'm in the pipeline."
Right.
You know, to get a space. And I'm like, okay, you know. So we've been telling people about Habitat, and we've been in a relationship for a long time.
Yes.
From, you know, back when we were at the other studio with Newt You Can Use. So how can people, well, I guess you said they can go to the website in order to get signed up. What is that process? Like, what does that look like? I mean, is there like a 10-week course? Is there, you know,
Okay.
what does that look like?
So just say once you're accepted into the program.
Yes.
So we get your documents, your income documents, tax documents, and all of that.
Right.
Then you're in the program.
Right.
So once you come in for intake as a person who's just been accepted into the program, what we do is we give you your sweat equity log, because, you know, back in the day, sweat equity for a Habitat home was like $250 for a single person, $300 for a couple.
Right.
Because you had to take the classes and you had to build the house.
Right.
Well, no longer. You don't have to build the house anymore.
Okay.
We are our own general contractor.
Okay.
Yes,
Congratulations
good
on that.
job. Yes.
General
Progressing.
contractor, and we hire subcontractors, and we've been very intentional about minority contractors.
Awesome.
Very intentional.
Yeah.
And so once you are accepted into the program, we give you all your things, your sweat equity log, which is now just 30 hours. And
Right.
you do that in the restore.
Right.
And so you do that, and then we have 19 hours of classes.
Okay.
We have been really good about thinking about families and how you have to bring kids and all of that. So we have 3 classes that are actually online.
Oh,
You can actually do the orientation, you know, via Zoom.
That is very convenient.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, you know, we saw kids coming in the rain, you know, people bringing kids out in the very cold weather because, you know, it was very cold last year.
Yes.
And so we are now getting to the point where we are doing more classes online. We do have some in person. So we do 2 parts of money management. Fantastic courses.
Yeah.
How important is the money
Fantastic.
management piece of
It is
getting
very
your first?
important, very important, because it not only talks about how you can, you know, purchase a home and all the things that go along with that, but it also talks about terms of even buying a car,
Right.
how to get your retirement started. So it's much more than just Habitat.
Right.
You know, so
right.
if you never buy a Habitat home, we hope you do. But
Yeah.
if you don't, this class is really good. And when you look at the videos, and I encourage people to go on YouTube and look at our YouTube videos from testimonials from current homeowners.
Right.
And you will hear them say the classes have been really good. Or the one class that they really love is the OSU Master Gardener's lawn care class.
There you go.
One lady said,
Yes.
they'll even teach you how to mow your yard.
Right.
But you need those
But you
things
need that,
You need
to be a good neighbor.
Mhm.
And that's actually one of the classes is Good Neighbor.
See?
Oh,
Look,
It's
look,
actually
I thought
Good
you were talking about
Neighbor.
State Farm.
because they still there now. But anyway, but the point is you do want to be a good
You wanna
neighbor.
be a
Yes,
good neighbor.
absolutely.
And so in that class, I take them through really the city website and talk about the Neighborhood Academy and, you know, just how to not end up having a violation.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, because you don't want to do that.
You don't
Yes,
want to do that.
yes,
But really, the city of Tulsa has a great website when it comes to Neighborhood Academy and how to be a good neighbor.
yes.
So, I mean, it's really, really good. And we teach post-purchase. So what do you do after you get that house?
Absolutely.
You know, when your 1-year mechanical and structural warranty that we give,
Mm-hmm.
once that goes away, and it's like, hey, welcome to home ownership.
Right.
It's real now.
Yes.
Right.
What do you
exactly.
do now? So we do post-purchase class. So we have just a lot of, and then we don't leave you high and dry.
Yeah.
We are here for the long haul. It's a lifetime commitment. You know
Yes.
how it is with our fraternities and sororities, a lifetime commitment.
Right.
Now.
So with Habitat,
Yes.
it's a lifetime commitment. As long as you own that home, you have Habitat to fall back on to help.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really, really try to do our best to help.
Let me
Yes.
ask you this. What is the biggest surprise that you notice with families when they come in and try to purchase their own home that you'd be surprised that people don't know? Maybe some of the basic things that you guys are able to help with.
When I think about families, I always tell them, be ready for, how can I say this? Just be ready to give us more documents than you think you should.
Right.
I mean,
Yes, it's
you know
a
what I
lot.
mean?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of paperwork.
Mhm.
It takes time. So from start to finish. So if the house is already built, from start to finish, if someone is very diligent about their classes, diligent about finishing up their sweat equity, we can get them in a home within 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
We can do that. They have their 1% already saved. Yeah, we can get them in a home in about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
But I think people think that's too good to be true, but it's not.
Mhm.
Right.
It's not. And I'm going to tell you another little fact. When I did our quarterly reports, we found that we have a lot of 20-somethings.
Oh, that's
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
So I'm always telling the
Yeah.
babies, hey, go buy a house.
Yeah.
Don't spend your money on Shein.
Right. I try to tell my kids that all the
Yes,
time. They go to the
yes.
apartments. I'm like, go, because
Get a house.
you got to do
Yeah.
what you got to do, and I understand that. But I'll be like, as soon as you can, go purchase you a home.
Yes.
Because now you're at least building in some equity. 5 years pass
Yes.
by, you get in the gym, you may have some equity that you can tap into.
Yes.
But in an apartment, you run into some problems. You have to tap
Yes.
outside of the apartment and leave because now you no longer have
Tap
nowhere to stay.
outside the
You're back at mom and them house,
Right.
So
Exactly.
you try to
Like,
help
no,
kids to
but-
understand that.
Yes.
And stop funding somebody else's dream.
Exactly.
Stop
Yeah.
funding somebody else's dream. Have
Exactly.
your own dream. After 5 years, forgivable down payment can be from $30,000 to $50,000. That's the instant equity in the home.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now that you own, people waking their kids up saying, you hear what she said, you see what Miss Love is saying. So if they give you a call, give them the 1, 2, 3 process
Okay.
to engage.
So the first process, you need to come to orientation.
When is that? How do you?
Orientations Monday, Wednesday, Fridays
Okay.
at noon, and then Tuesday, Thursdays at 5:45, and they're all at the Habitat office,
Okay.
235 East 13th Street.
Mhm.
Do you have to? Can you just show up, or do you have to?
We prefer you register, and you can
Yes.
register online at greencountryhabitat.org, and
makes
so we
sense.
know who's in the building.
Sure.
Right. Okay.
Sure.
If
Absolutely.
you call me, hey, let me know. You
So
wanna
just
come?
do that first.
Yes.
Monday,
Do
Wednesday, and
that
Friday at
first. Do
noon.
that
Mhm.
first. That's
Tuesday
it.
and Thursday at 5:45.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
that's the way you get an application.
Yes.
So you cannot get an application without orientation. You
Right.
need to know what you're getting.
Yes.
Because if you get into the program, you're on the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
You are now working with a partnered bank. So we do have partner banks
Oh yeah, I love that too.
that have given us low interest rates. So
Mhm.
our highest interest rate with one of our partner banks is 5.5%.
Oh wow.
Oh, that is good.
I mean, and people don't understand that, and we teach that and what that means.
Mhm.
That means I'm just going to be transparent. I bought my house at 6.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's pretty much where we are now. So
Yeah.
21 years later, I'm still at 6.5%.
Yes.
Which I should have
Refinance on that.
But I'm not gonna
Yes.
talk about that.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
But the fact remains, 5.5% is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
I want to ask about the sweat equity. So when you say sweat equity, what does that entail, and what do you have to do?
Sweat equity is just working in one of the restores. It's light work,
Oh.
shelving things, maybe moving things if you can. We accommodate.
Mhm.
So if you have a disability, you let us know. We'll put you in another, position.
Mhm.
But it's working at the rack or
Mhm.
at the restore. So
Yeah.
it's
And that's
easy work.
taking the place of being on the build, because people
Yes.
used to have to do the
Yes,
build.
they used to be out in this 140.
Yeah,
building
raising walls
houses
and yeah,
raising walls and
yeah,
all of that.
yeah.
And I want to encourage people, especially those employers out there, we have a wall shop. So if you're looking for a team building
Mm,
event, you can come build walls. That really helps.
I like that.
Oh wow.
It
Mhm.
really
Okay.
helps. You think
Who knew?
about, hey, I built the walls to that house, or I
Yeah.
helped build walls for that.
Right.
So it's really a great way to do team building as well. And I also want to let folks know the average mortgage for one of our Habitat homes is $1,100 a month.
Wow.
Some of you
That's
are out
cheaper
there-
than rent
I was gonna
Yeah.
in
say.
some places. Yeah.
That's like the
Out
rent
there.
for. I think that's like the rent for a doghouse. To be honest, I mean, I'm. Wait, rent is not. You can't rent that. You be like, how much is that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
like,
1
what?
bedroom or something. Oh, that's
Yes.
1,500, 1,800. And you
Yes.
saying the average is 1,100? That is extremely affordable.
Yes.
And we
Yeah.
stack down payment assistance. So if you're a member of Cherokee Nation, they have a program. And
Right.
They offer $25,000 in down payment assistance.
Yes.
So if you're a member of Cherokee Nation, we will stack down payment,
Yes.
which makes the house even lower.
exactly.
And I can tell you this, Damali, when I first started working in community, I was thinking that everybody owned their homes. I didn't realize that most people in community lease their homes.
Mhm.
And then when we
Correct,
started engaging with community, I didn't realize most people don't even believe they can ever even own a home.
Mhm.
That is so untrue.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
so untrue. And you will hear people, when they do their testimonial videos, will say, I thought it was too good to be true. I never thought I'd own a home.
Wow.
I mean, we have a 29-year-old who said he thought he would buy a house when he turned 40. And
Wow.
That's a long time.
So,
That's a long time.
yeah.
You
Because
you like
lose
making
equity
you had
every day.
half of your life is gone. And
Right.
you just not right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so, that's why I say, with the 20-somethings on,
Mm-hmm.
get to move and do something.
Yes,
Don't
yeah.
just sit there and not think you can. I mean, my daughters are 24 years old. I have taken 3 of their classmates from Booker T. Washington High School, the Hornets.
Okay.
See, there you go. I knew I was gonna ease that in there. I knew it was coming. Go ahead.
No, I am not a Hornet, but I have taken 3 of their classmates through this program. And I mean, they started at 22, now they're 24.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm telling you, it's
Time goes
working.
fast,
I want to
yeah.
talk to anybody who is at Tulsa Tech right now.
Mhm.
All 3 of these students, I say students, but all 3 of these homeowners were Tulsa Tech grads too.
Awesome.
See, that's what you want.
Awesome.
That's it. So they're going straight from Tulsa Tech straight into the workforce
Mhm.
and had enough, just desire to have something of their own.
Yes.
Kudos to the parents,
Absolutely.
of those 3 folks, so I mean, what can you say?
Yeah.
So do you guys actually work with individuals? So say for instance, I come to you and I don't quite have a 650 credit score. Do you actually work with individuals to help them increase their credit score so that they are ready to go ahead and purchase?
We are a HUD counseling agency.
Okay.
It means that we went through a lot of things to make sure our building is right, to make
Right.
sure that we're financially sound ourselves,
Right.
to be able to be a counseling agency. And I also want to say that we have sent people to the Financial Empowerment Center, and I think that's one of the most underused or unknown sources of help in the city of Tulsa. I mean, Goodwill in the city of Tulsa have done a good thing with the Financial Empowerment Center,
Right.
but we also do credit counseling.
That's good. So it's all
another
about
question. What about people? I know a lot of folks who are receiving vouchers. Do you work? And I understand that there is a program through the voucher system. I don't know what that is that help people get homes. Do you work with those individuals as well, or do you know anything about that?
We really haven't had anybody come to us with that.
Mhm.
Now I know that the Tulsa Housing has their family self-sufficiency program.
Okay.
right.
And I just remember sitting in some of those meetings and people had $75,000, $25,000 in their accounts
Mhm.
because they had goals that they had to reach. And if home ownership was one of them, then they would take them and help them with that.
Right.
And so I encourage people, if you're in the family self-sufficiency program and you want to be a homeowner, come do an orientation with us. Come do
Sure.
an orientation and just see what we have to offer.
Right.
Right. And we want to do this now, Ms. Cassandra. One, thank you so much for coming
Yes,
in
we
because
appreciate you.
we know typically generational wealth starts with owning your own home.
Mhm.
And when you first sat down, you got like all your paper. I said, she's going to preach. But she said, no, I'm not going to preach. But we want to make sure we just give you the floor to share the things that you want to make sure that you share with our audience because we don't want to let you go. And you know how you get up and go, oh, man, we don't want an all man moment.
Right.
On
Right.
the community to wake up.
Right.
So go ahead and share anything you want to make sure that they don't miss. And then after that, we'll give them the website, the dates again, and all of that so they
Okay.
can connect with you.
Well, one of the things I do want to discuss is that, owning a home is a social determinant of health.
Mhm.
We know that children do better in school when they have
Right.
Stability.
somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Stability. And one of the things that we did with the North Tulsa Initiative, which is the 250 homes, we partnered with the city of Tulsa and philanthropic partners. We have reduced blight.
Mhm.
We have, beautified areas, improved vacant lots, and created opportunities for affordable housing. So
Right.
those are some of the things that we have done
Yeah.
with the North Tulsa Initiative. It's been a wonderful development for us that we were
Mhm.
able to do these things and build homes that actually are assets.
Right.
A lot of them appraised for more than what it cost us to build.
Awesome.
And so you're still
Yeah.
walking
Coming in with
With
equity.
equity, yeah.
So it's still walking into equity. And like you said, security, stability. Again, homeownership is a great path to generational wealth. It's something you can leave your kids.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, something that you can leave, you know, and then let's not forget the forgivable down payment. I just cannot
Right.
stress enough.
Yeah.
Forgivable down payment assistance. I mean, it is a game changer for a lot of families.
Mhm.
I mean, they didn't know how they could own a home.
Right.
Forgivable down payment after 5 years is fantastic. You cannot beat it.
So all you gotta do is make all your payments.
Make your
But,
payments.
okay.
Just
Be a nice neighbor.
be a nice neighbor. Do all the things. And also word of mouth for us.
Yes.
See, I might need one of these. With me being a nice neighbor, I want to put on the robe and get my Folgers in my cup, walk out to the
You
mailbox
don't
and
even
wait.
drink coffee.
See, you be your own people. But I'm trying to be a good neighbor. I'm just, you know, you look at TV and you think, okay,
Yeah.
being a good neighbor is doing these
Yeah.
things, but
Yeah.
go ahead. But forgiving that down payment assistance after 5 years is huge.
That is huge.
Because
And
if you
I
do-
did that. So
Uh-huh.
I was in a first time home buyers program through
Mhm.
Community Action Project.
Mhm.
And that was one of the things that I got forgivable down payment assistance. So
And they are still one of our great partners.
Yeah, yeah.
CAP is a great partnership.
Mhm.
And so another thing is when you think about it, a single conversation can change the trajectory of a family.
absolutely.
So if you see somebody, tell them about Habitat. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not your grandma's habitat anymore. You know, it's your
Absolutely.
habitat.
Right.
And so that's one thing we really want to stress, that it's not a, you know, it's not a handout.
Mhm.
It's a hand up.
There you go.
You
And it's
know?
a difference.
It's a difference. And so I like I said, I don't think you'll find a better program in Tulsa than Habitat for Green Country Habitat for
Listen, 2 bathrooms and a 2-car garage, you sold me. I'm
All right.
telling you.
All right, we got to switch gears, Cassandra. Thank you so much. And then if I
Yes.
need help, I won't help her. You see the smile, Damali?
I know, right?
You know, she ain't missed no dental.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we appreciate you, not just for this, but you've been doing great work in our community for so long. And a lot of times about your connection is who you get a chance to engage with.
Absolutely.
And Miss Love is one of the absolute best. And we appreciate all your work. We appreciate Habitat. We appreciate all that they've been doing. September, another 36 homes coming on?
We're actually, like I said, 10 that
Ten.
we'll be raising the walls on. We'll get those 10 finished, and then we'll start on the rest of them. But I'm telling you, oh, and it's our first adventure into 2-story single family homes.
Okay. Come
Okay,
on
there you go.
now.
So y'all
Moving
look
on
for
up.
that. That's gonna be
So how many square
exciting.
feet are these homes?
A lot of them are between 1,100 square feet.
Yeah,
That's good.
but still,
That's
yeah,
good.
living space at the bottom. Yeah, I love it.
I'm thinking.
So
it's
you
gonna be
guys are
great.
coming in next week,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so what are we going to talk about next week? Do you know yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep
But
that-
they'll be
y'all
in next
stay
week.
locked
So they're
in.
going to be in every week for the next 4 weeks, talking to us about something that is
Yes.
going to impact. So if you have someone out there who is looking for a home and looking for to make that next step on generational wealth,
Yes.
and what we're talking about today is generational impact.
Yes.
Then make sure that you tune in on next week. We will figure out what day next week Habitat is going to be back in the building, and we will make sure that we let you guys know so that you can share the information and let everybody know who needs to get a home that they should be listening and tuning in.
And you got a lot of fans. Vicky said, awesome work, Cassandra. What a blessing you are. Then somebody said, awesome job, so roar in the building. And then somebody, Sonny said, doing great work. So Cassandra, we love you here on the Community Wake Up Morning Show.
Yes.
Have a enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll
Yes.
see you on next week.
Yes.
All right, y'all stay locked in Community Wake Up Morning Show. We got another special guest live in studio. She got some
Yes.
shoes on. They shining. But you're going to have to wait. Because she coming up next. Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and
Damali.
we're going to be right back, y'all. Y'all stay
Yes.
locked in.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet. EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry, Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the number one choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046. This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the Community Wake Up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action all the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood, y'all. We rocking out on NYCU.FM radio station where we play today's R&B and them throwback. We also live and syndicated on KBOB 89.9 FM where we get to tell our story our way. We also on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use, but you got the best seat in the house we at Grandma's table. But we always got a cousin showing up, pulling up, and showing out. Damali, how you feeling on this Baby Friday, this Thursday?
What? I am feeling pretty good because we always have information that's going to help move our community forward. And so this is one of the other things that we've got going on today. So you know that District 1 is fire in the city.
It is.
District 1, we got it going on. And I think this is probably the first time that I can remember where there's this much excitement and this much, conversation
Right.
about this District 1 seat.
Right.
But so we have one of the candidates, Dr. Corinthi Wilson, in the building.
Hello.
She is going to share her platform and give us a little bit about her and what she's got going on. So, Dr. Corinthi, how are you, girl?
I am wonderful.
Yeah.
Campaign trail is real.
Do you hear me? It's on fire.
Yes,
Let
it is.
'em
It is
know.
on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got a lot of people tuning in from all over the place, of course. But for the people, whatever reason, they don't know about you, who you are, and what you do. Just tell them a little bit about yourself, who your people is.
My people. Let me just tell you, I am North Tulsa, born and bred.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
This is who I am. This is where I come from. And let me just say this. When I say Turley, I mean Turley.
Come
Are
on.
you early Turley
Oh,
or
I'm deep Turley.
you
I'm
deep Turley?
I'm
Okay,
talking
okay,
about
deep
elder.
Turley.
That is who I am.
Yes.
I am a Scot through and through.
Okay.
And I understand there's some hornets listening. I appreciate it.
And
Yeah,
is
you can appreciate the book T. The
I
stingers
appreciate
be
it.
out. Right.
I mean, my son, he's a stinger. So I
Yes, yeah.
But I love my husband is from Nathan Hill. So let's go ahead.
Nathan Hill. Shout out to Nathan Hill.
Okay,
Yeah,
we know some
yeah.
people from over there. Yeah.
So when we talk about who we are and where we're from, I can't help but talk about, I think just a few minutes ago, we were talking about the Y dances.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So anybody who knows.
Yes.
And that's the amazing thing about like community.
Yeah.
So that's where I met Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Right.
I was 16 years old. And
Yes.
so he came up and like, hey, do a little something on me.
There's something to say.
What's up?
Something to say. And
Yeah.
I think he was those washboard abs.
That's what a little something.
Oh yeah, it was. But yeah, so again, I'm just down home. This is who I am. Like I said, McLean High School. It was cracking up. I said, I haven't lived past Mohawk. But the thing is about making sure that we all have an experience that's beyond our world.
Yeah.
Right.
Beyond
Yes.
our borders of Oklahoma and North Tulsa.
Right.
And that's who I am. That's what I'm about. And
Mhm.
so I have kind of traveled the world, if you will.
Mhm.
But I always come back home.
Yes.
Because home is where we're to serve.
Mhm.
Right.
Home is where we're supposed to make an impact. And
Mhm.
so through community collaboration and change,
Okay.
C movement, C3 movement, that is what I am about. And that's
Yes.
why I'm here.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So District 1 right now has been making some great strides.
Yes.
What inspired you to want to be to run in this race this year?
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, I've been wanting to run for about 14, 15 years.
Oh wow.
Man.
Have been wanting to, like, immediately when I finished my doctorate, I was like, oh yes, I'm ready. But I was also an administrator. And so
Okay.
you can't work from 8 to 8,
yeah.
right? Working on the weekends. Because when I say a servant leader, if my staff was working, I
Mhm.
was working.
That's right.
And so again, while I may have the desire, I didn't have the capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And so most recently, I moved back to a full-time faculty position at Tulsa Community College. Shout out.
Shout out.
TCC.
Okay.
When do they
I
start
went to
back?
TCC.
We start
Yeah.
back on Monday.
On Monday.
On Monday. Faculty have returned today. Well, we
Mhm.
returned yesterday.
Okay.
And so we're working meetings and all of those things. But what I love is about being able to show up in the classroom where students look like me, see me in the classroom.
Right, right.
Because oftentimes in higher ed, they don't, right?
Mhm.
It's a very small number. And so I take very much pride in being able to go back to the classroom and being able to serve and engage our students. So I'm a advisor for African American Student Association.
Okay.
So it's more than just being in the classroom. It's service outside the classroom.
Right.
It's service to our community. And so not just sitting on the Beyond Apology Commission for the city,
Yeah.
or reparations. And so we're talking about recommendations to the city
Right.
to make inroads, right? We're talking about repair.
Mhm.
So
Right.
not just doing that, I've served on many boards throughout the city of Tulsa, whether you're talking about Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Teach Not Punish, OCCJ. So I've used my talent to go back and make impact on organizations who are serving our community,
Yeah.
youth services of Tulsa.
Yeah.
But more importantly, what I pride myself on, and that is serving as a mentor to young women,
Right.
Yes.
young women
Right.
who are
Reaching back.
reaching
Yeah.
back.
Make you grow.
It is a responsibility. I would never forget growing up. My mom would, so when I was a senior in high school, doing all these different things, little neighbors would come by and be like, Miss Ruby, what is Corinthi doing? And she was saying, they are watching you. And I was like,
Man,
I
yeah.
didn't take it. I didn't
like, why
appreciate
you watching
it.
me? Yeah.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
like,
what they
what
want,
is-
what
you
they
know,
want.
What are these little kids? Right. And they would always come by to my mom would always do flower in the garden. They would always come and ask. And then she said, Corinne, you never know who's watching.
I say that all the
And
time.
so
Mhm.
when she said that, she said, you need to be an example for others to follow. And so from that moment, I knew I have a responsibility
Mhm.
to serve. And so whether it's NAACP youth group or whether it
Right.
was, serving on the youth usher board and,
Yes.
and the usher board and, for
Everybody got to be an
35 years.
usher.
Yes.
That's like a rite of
That's
passage.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Listen, I got my white gloves right now.
With the
Don't
white-
make me pull them out.
Do you hear me? You know those white stockings. I'm so glad.
Listen.
Metropolitan, when we were able to start wearing pants. I got
Right.
so excited. You don't understand. But it's about giving service where you are and
Yes.
lean into the lane that you have.
Mhm.
So whether it's a custodian or
Mhm.
whether it's a person who is like my mom, she was a housekeeper, but she was a bluebird leader. She was a usher board, captain and president of at the church. You lead where you're planted. And
Yeah,
that's it.
that has taken me really my foundation and why I believe is at this time that I have the capacity to serve, to bring in my understanding of policy,
Mhm.
of ordinance, and of a collaboration. I
Mhm.
mean, to be in some of the rooms that I've been in,
Oh,
and I've been
man.
the only one that looks like me.
Mhm.
You have to be able to find commonalities, but also understand where there's going to be no negotiation.
Right.
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 And so I've been able to do that pretty successfully.
Mhm.
So I'm ready to take that to City Hall.
Let me ask y'all this, because I love it when I get in and run. And what I love about this, you got McLean and Booker T, right?
Yes.
Our theme today is generational impact.
Mhm.
Come on.
Yeah.
You've been
Come on.
making generational
Come on.
impact already.
Yes.
This may be adding to that. You have as well. But I'm gonna ask when I run into like people like the both of you, y'all can live anywhere
Mhm.
and do
Yes.
anything
Come on.
because
come
of
on.
your background,
Come on.
because of what you can do. But what makes y'all say, no, I was born here, I was raised here. Instead of me going to LA, New York, or in another country, I'm gonna stay here and make my impact. What does it mean to both of you to do that?
Oh,
Yeah.
and you just hit it hard. You
Yes.
hit it hard. And let me say this really quickly. And Damali, I want you, because I know we're going to tag team on this.
Right.
Because I would never forget, and I don't, and maybe it's my own experience, but I'll never forget when we went to NSU, my husband and I, it was an idea, you move south, right?
Mhm.
You move south or you move out
Yeah.
of Tulsa.
Yeah.
Right.
And we did.
Mhm.
For 3 years, we lived out south. We had a condo. We would, living our lives. And then my husband was like, it's time to buy.
Mhm.
Well, let me back up. We have our son.
Yeah.
Let me be honest. Hey, we in full transparency.
Uh-huh.
That's what you're going to get with me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the idea of, oh, you get married and you have a child. No, we had Julius.
Mhm.
You know,
Julius is in the
First.
building.
Yeah.
right?
Julius is in the building, right with us, right?
Uh-huh.
But Julius, our son, he's a special education teacher, so he makes us so proud.
Yeah.
But so we had our son. Then he said he was a principal at Elcott Elementary School, and
Mhm.
he said we're going to go move in our community where I serve
Yes.
and where we serve.
Yeah.
And so we went straight north. We went
Yeah.
to Mohawk.
Yes.
We haven't left. So we're talking about 30 years later, 29 years later, we have lived in Mohawk. So out of the 54 years, let me just say it.
Yeah.
54
Right.
years. Shout out to
Yeah,
looking
that's
good
what I'm
at
saying.
54.
Looking
Yeah.
good.
Right?
Look, I already done went
3
over
years.
why y'all don't age here. I already done talked about that. I'm
3
looking,
years.
nobody
That's
shows
okay.
me what a fountain of
Right.
youth is. Nobody give me the snacks y'all eat, but that's all right.
Listen, it's hidden in the north.
Is that
Yeah, no,
the backside of the door? I'm gonna give it to your husband. He'll tell me. He'll give me a gym or two. Like, somebody tell me how y'all keep this. Everybody looking 25 and 30, and then you say I'm 54, and like, y'all, no, nobody believe that.
I'm
Yes.
so committed. But,
Yes.
but 3
Right.
years I lived south,
Mhm.
but we didn't talk to our neighbors.
Yes.
We didn't engage. And so, I mean, you would be like, go, if there was a house, literally, it was like a house fire kind of going on. I'm knocking on doors. Hey, come on, it's time to get out. And no one came to the door. And I was just like, yeah,
Wow.
no, this is not where we're going to raise our son.
Yeah.
And so we lived north. So out of 54 years, only 3, we live south.
Yes.
But we made a conscious effort. And so people, our friends, I'm sure like Damali have said, hey, why don't you live somewhere else? Why don't you live south, Bixby or somewhere? And we're like, no, because we know the impact of seeing individuals who you aspire to be,
Right.
who look like you.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, I'm sure when Damali was coming up,
Mhm.
you saw your teachers, you saw
That's right.
your pastor,
Community.
You saw community at the grocery store.
Mhm.
Right.
You saw them at church. You
Yes.
saw them in different places.
And that's why the kids couldn't show out.
Oh.
That's why you
So the
couldn't.
worst thing
could
for
not.
me was when we had teachers that was my mama's teacher.
Oh,
I
Oh
was like,
man,
oh.
yeah. See, I know your mama. I
Like,
know how you
kill
gonna
me
act.
now. It's like, oh my God.
But that's a good conscious move because I went to Langston
Mhm.
and graduated in 2000. So I've been here for 26 years. And when I when I got here, I lived out south, of course, and then living out south, this is all you hear. Don't go north. Don't go north. I don't even know what north is, but I'm like, there's some black people out south, but where the black people at? Because you know when you're on black side of town. Then I got invited to Morning Star.
Okay.
Then I hit that corner on Pine and Peoria, seen the brother with no shirt on that bike. I said, uh-oh.
You say turn it.
I done made it home.
Pine. Turn it
This
the light
is
on
it.
Pine.
That's right. I turned that the light on Pine before the song came out. But nevertheless,
You meet Brown Gravy?
Yeah.
I met Brown Gravy. Watched them sing at the dollar store too.
Listen.
Yeah.
That's when you knew you were home.
But it used to hurt my feelings to be out south and watch people that's from north when we in meetings or we out at restaurants. I don't never go north. But I'm like, but your people north, your grandma north, your nieces and nephews north. Yeah, but I ain't been north in 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like,
in the world?
you know.
So this is
Come
for
on, what
me,
you
my
think?
story is, I actually lived north. And then when I went through my first time home buyers program at Community Action Project, when I got ready to purchase a home, there was no development happening in North Tulsa. And I was divorced at the time. So I was like, man, I can't be getting no fixer upper and trying to put it together. And I got these little kids and that was too much. So I moved to Owasso, which is where I still live today. But I do 100% of my work in North Tulsa. So when people see me, they don't even know that I don't even vote. I don't have a dog in the fight because I can't vote for nobody or anything because I actually live in Owasso. But I'm very committed to my neighborhood. My mother moved into her home right over here. We live in Atlanta Circle. So over here behind the police station. She moved into that home when I was 4 years old. She's been in her same house that she built as a single mom from the ground up for 54 years.
Uh-oh.
And so
When you showed up.
Yeah, 54 years. She's been in the exact same house. And so that's home. That's home for me. And so that's comfort, that's where my roots are. And so that's why I'm very committed to this community. And that's why I never left this community. I had offers and I could have went and lived other places, but I always chose to be here because this was home. And I remember as a child coming up, I told my mother I wanted to make North Tulsa pretty because I remember what it was like when we had Otasco's, we had Safeway, we had the library up here. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember my aunt had a beauty shop, Galaxy of Glamour, that was up here in McLean Shopping Center.
Yes.
And I used to go get my jewelry curls, honey, because I thought it was cute. Don't play. But yeah, so she used to do my jewelry curls and stuff, and so we would go up, we would make it a day. And we would go to Payless Shoes. We would go to TGNY. Don't
see, y'all know all the stuff. See, you know the stuff when you point.
Because the reason why I'm like pointing,
right?
I'm like, it was a long Saturday.
Yes.
Because you would start up, you had your breakfast, and then she would say, let's go.
Let's go.
And you didn't get back because, of course, you had to go to your grandma's house.
Yes.
Well, my grandmother, because you couldn't say grandmother.
Yeah.
Grandma. So we would go there, but we didn't go hit all the stores.
All the stores.
And then you end your night, and then you up.
Yeah.
Because you got to be at church in the morning.
Got to be at church.
I'm sorry. And we talking about early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early, when the bleach is in the bucket, on Saturday, and the music is playing. You know what I'm talking about? B.B. King and Rick James is playing. It's time to get up.
But I'm the youngest of 5. Let me just say this.
You the baby girl. I'm the oldest.
I'm watching cartoons.
You watching cartoons,
but
buddy?
Everybody getting moving.
Yeah, give me my snack.
That's the reason why. Mr. Wilson's like, I'm like, you made me. I mean, you inherited that,
right?
And then you kept it going.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: who? Because we ask these kind of questions. School started back today in most schools, but we like to ask this: who was a person that impacted you most outside of your home to help you be who you are today?
That is such a wonderful question. It's so many.
I know.
So many.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about Miss Jackson. Ooh, Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Gilcrease.
She said, ooh.
Ooh. And the reason why I say that is because she set a standard.
Yeah.
That when I tell you, do what you were going, the assumption is that because you went to a North Tulsa school that you can get the quality education.
You better say that.
That is the problem. We have got to get back to understanding the foundation that these educators set. That now we kind of continue. Miss Jackson, oh my goodness! Shout out to Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
I think she had First Baptist, I think, and I'm telling you, but she set a standard, and you had to adhere to it. And then I went off to Gilcrease because she said at Greeley. So I'm going all
right.
Way back. Yeah, really.
And then when you went over to Gilcrease, you had Miss Radaball. And she introduced us to the arts. And that's what we're missing in our schools.
Right.
Yes.
You're talking about, we were doing productions of The Wiz and of Cats and of different plays. And so you had that. And Mr. Shahan, I think he's passed, bless his heart. I I feel bad about it if he hasn't. But
Yeah.
Right.
you learn French, right? So
Mhm.
you're learning different languages, and so made an impact at middle school.
Mhm.
But then when I got to high school,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
right, I have my coach driver,
Yes.
right, Curl Harris,
Mhm.
Miss Atkinson. Oh man,
Oh, Miss
Yep,
Atkinson.
Ooh,
right.
did anybody have
Yes.
man,
I knew some of the teachers
knew
just from
some-
the neighborhood.
Right.
I tell you. And so when I went off to college, even though I was first generation, and when I say low income,
Mhm.
because my
Yeah.
mom was a housekeeper, but she understood the value of education.
Right.
And so she's, she had expectations, but they also implanted expectations in us. And so it's so many that I can't name them all, but
Yeah.
those are the ones who made the most impact. And I will say this, Carol Harris, she was white.
Mhm.
Right. So you had several others.
Mhm.
Shout out to Karen, Miss White.
Miss White.
Miss White was my
Wait a minute. Miss
basketball-
White was white.
Miss White was white, but,
Okay.
she's my basketball coach. So that's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
different. But you talked about perseverance. She,
Mhm.
she
There
was
you
about
go.
that.
Right.
But Miss White, it was interesting. A lot of people say I didn't hear about the Tulsa race massacre, but they called it race
Mhm.
riot
Right,
back
Yeah.
then.
Uh-huh.
But she taught every year. I had her for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about the 1921 race riot at the time.
Mhm.
We talked about eyes on the prize and civic engagement.
Mhm.
And you had to have a responsibility to serve.
Yeah.
So it was like nothing to say, yes, I would do student government. I
Right.
would do class leadership. I would, serve in whatever capacity. We had a mentorship program as seniors with the freshmen, but she set a standard as our class sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I would just say, color does not determine your capacity to care and nurture.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she did that for us.
Yeah.
So many of my classmates would definitely echo the same sentiment.
You know
Hey,
what?
we-
I would say this too. Miss Marilyn True was a person over there. She actually taught cosmetology at McLean.
Right.
And so some of our girls from Booker T would actually take the bus over to McLean to do cosmetology because that was where it was offered. And so she was one of the people that I looked up to, even though she was over at McLean. So people try to make it seem like we had this big rivalry. We was all
I think. See, what I think happened is y'all compete on the basketball court, on
That's
the football
right.
field, but
And
then
that's
y'all leave
right.
and go
And on
get
the
married.
And on the track.
And
Then go get married because we done had a lot of weddings here. I say you a horny. So I don't know who was what. I don't know if the cute girls was here, the boys here, but somehow
But you want to
there's
know
a lot of
what?
connections.
Because we all went back to the community.
That's
We
right.
all went
At the
back to
end of the
neighborhood.
day.
That's right.
At
Yeah.
the end of the day,
Yes.
we all sitting up here like after basketball, we still in the summer, we're hanging out with, so we spent time with each other.
Right.
And look, I forgot, shout out to Miss Tart.
Yeah.
But Miss Tart, but let me just say this, I got a C in home ec. That's the reason why I married a man who know how to cook.
Uh-oh.
Love him.
Uh-oh.
Love him.
He put the season in there.
Oh, man.
Let's do this. We're gonna pivot. Can we do the Black Wall Street Family
Yeah,
Feud?
let's
Because
do
we
the
like to have a little fun. You
I
mind
love
having a little
it. I
fun?
love
So
it.
we're gonna do
Okay.
the feud. When we come back, we just gonna get right into the platform, the things you want to make sure people
Okay.
know about you. And if
I
you
love it.
turn and get in that glass building and go up, then this is what's gonna look like in your community when you look out. But
Got
we're
it.
gonna definitely get into that next.
So
But we have a little
short
fun.
feud.
It's a lot of people on. A lot of people on. We appreciate y'all tuning in. If you
Ramona
have a
Curtis
question,
said,
comments,
Ramona Curtis said, girl, say that.
say that.
Oh, bye. Oh,
Our
bye.
AI person.
Yes.
You hear me?
All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do our Black Wall Street Family Feud. I don't know if you
Okay.
watched the show, but this is very fun. You can
love it.
never figure out what the answers are because I'm gonna tell you why here in just a second.
Okay.
So Black Wall Street Family Feud, this is the generational impact edition.
Okay.
Okay, so today's theme is generational impact because the greatest investments aren't just for today, they're for tomorrow. So I surveyed 100 people.
Okay.
I asked 100 people these 3 questions and the bonus question. I'm going to give you the top 4 answers that they gave, and your job is to pick the number 1 answer.
Okay.
And of course, everybody else on the line.
All on the line.
I can't even remember. I don't think neither one of y'all won yesterday.
So don't say that part. Don't tell people that I
Listen.
didn't win. Just
So
that I don't remember.
tell everybody to keep track of their score.
Today is my day.
Charles said, it's a new day.
It's
Yes.
a new day.
It's
We're not
a
going to
new
talk
day.
about
And let me
yesterday.
just tell you this: Charles is a sore loser, so he may
Don't
start
get
acting
into that.
out.
Don't
You
get
hear
into
me?
that.
No,
So I just wanted to
Same.
warn you.
Oh,
I am the
she's
same.
saying.
When I play dominoes, Mr. Wilson,
Oh,
I would throw all those dominoes.
dominoes. Okay, let me find
You
out.
hear me?
Uh,
Catch
oh.
me.
Listen, so y'all two, I'm gonna have to watch y'all.
Please.
Don't let me have to
Domino.
put y'all in timeout.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
'cause
I think Charles
Okay.
and I can we just hang out and just have a whole bunch of us. That's right. Because life is too short.
Yes.
Let me say,
It
life
is.
is too short. It is to be angry and to be sad and mad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
not my vibe.
Yeah.
And you think it's gonna be my vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're wrong, huh?
I'm
Yeah.
just
Right.
letting you know.
Right.
Okay, so here we go with question number 1.
No, I got to tell you, so you can't Google this stuff.
Oh,
You can't look
that's right.
for. See, I followed Damali yesterday because I didn't know what she was going to be up to. So she went around by your campaign trail, and as you knocked on the door, she came behind and knocked behind you and asked the people
Well, I
these
love
25
it.
questions.
I love it.
Then she left there
Mhm.
and she went up to City Hall, up on the glass building, looking, and she was asking people at City Hall stuff. But then her final stop was on Black Wall Street by the bridge with the
Okay.
motorcycle club and the car club and jack people. So that's the lens that she operating from.
Well, as long as
So-
we got O'Brien parking, and I'm cool with
Oh,
that.
As long as
okay.
O'Brien parking there, we can work.
Yes.
That's where we're gonna go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
do it. Make it happen. Okay, so here we go with question number 1. Remember, this is the generational impact edition.
Okay.
So that's the lens that we're looking from. Okay.
Okay.
Question number 1. Name something people hope to have for the next generation. Is it A, strong values, B, financial stability, C, property or land, or D, education?
Oh, God, that's all of the above.
All of the above.
That's what-
we not have.
There
that?
is no E, there is no all of the above.
Well, read it again, then.
I'm like, I don't know. Who
Ancestor,
made
touch
the
me on my
exam?
ankle.
Who made the exam?
See, here she go. This is an
Touch
educator.
me on the
See,
ankle.
every time we get
Ancestor.
an educator here,
Touch me.
they start.
Read again. Go ahead and read again because my Bluetooth is not Bluetoothing right now.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Name something people hope to leave for the next generation. Is it A, strong values, B, financial stability, C, property or land, or D, education? Now we're talking about the number 1 answer from my 100 people.
Dang.
I
Because
know. What did most of them say?
let
What
me,
did most of them say?
because let me say this. The reason why I start to say
Teresa says C.
Teresa said C, and that's
Uncle
what.
Brian, C is property or land.
Uncle Brian said A.
Uncle Brian says A.
Oh, there'll be a lot of people.
You know
we
what?
forgot to tell you that there's a lot of people. This is an interactive game. So
And the
we have
reason why I'm saying, the one thing you can't take away,
Mhm.
the man with D, it allows you the capacity to get C, B, and A.
There you
Laura
go.
says
And
B.
so, dang it.
I know. It's
Okay, okay.
Okay,
You
so
gotta put it up.
okay, so
Okay.
let me see. Teresa says C. Uncle Brian says A. Stephen says C. Ramona says B. Laura says B.
Eli said E and leave me the hell alone. All of the above.
Mr. Wilson,
See?
what are you saying?
What you
saying
say?
B?
E said B.
AJ says C.
Pam said B.
Mr. Wilson, you said B. You playing too?
B is B.
Okay,
is B,
okay.
B is the money.
Mr.
B is
Wilson.
money.
B is
B, is financial stability.
Ugh.
Yeah. Pam says B.
Nikki Washington
Ike
says
says
C.
C.
Oh yeah, this
I
is.
say okay. I'm gonna say C, but
Okay.
let me say this: I'm gonna say C, but you gotta be smart because if you don't have an education, you can
Ain't
lose
nothing
C.
going on.
Mhm.
Ain't
Right.
nothing. So I'm saying D.
You going with
I'm
D?
saying, let me say educator, girl. Just go
I'm
ahead
saying
and
D,
say
'cause
D.
you know what? The reason why we perish for lack of knowledge.
Yes.
And
Right.
let me say this. Let me just. I don't know. I may be wrong, but okay. Tell me the answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Read
tell you
it.
how I'm
All
gonna
the logic. Wait a minute,
Read it
what's
one
your
more
answer?
time.
Okay.
Okay.
Give you some logic.
I got to be.
Name something people hope to leave for the next generation. Is it A, strong values, B, financial stability, C, property or land, or D, education?
What do you
Let's
say,
see.
Charles?
Vicky said C.
I think it's A or B.
Yeah.
But you are surveying.
Charmaine said B.
Everybody want to leave the people. You're supposed to leave an inheritance for your people, right?
That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm
Brendan
going with
said
B.
You gonna
Big,
say
look,
B?
because if you leave
okay,
people
you're not
some
talking
money,
about me. You're not talking about me. Let me take myself out of it. I would say education, but the people you survey,
Sidney said B.
the people see it's the 100 people
it's
that
100
she.
people.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
they,
100
they're
people.
gonna say B. They're gonna say B.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gonna change your answer?
Because nobody's gonna
Because
complain
you-
about money.
Because you,
If you leave people a couple dollars, they good.
they're good. But then you're gonna ask me what I would say, and that'd be something.
Right.
That'd be-
That's
It's
something
100
totally different.
people. It's totally
It's
different.
100 people.
100 people would say B.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh, God.
Question with answer. Name something people hope to leave for the next generation. Is it A, strong values, B, financial stability, C, property or land, or D, education? The only person that got it right is Uncle Brian. The answer is A, strong values.
I said A or B, didn't I?
Values,
You did.
like
I said
honesty.
A because I was like A or B, and I was like, ugh.
So here we go. It says values like honesty, faith, integrity, and hard work are passed from generation to generation
I was
and
there.
become the foundation of strong families. Character is one of the greatest gifts you can leave behind.
I was there.
All right.
I was tough.
Let me say, because again, you're going off of the 100 people, and I think it's so important because when you operate in integrity and when you operate in providing a structure,
Mhm.
then you will obtain that education.
Yeah.
Where you
So
will
you'll
then
do the
have-
other things.
Then you would do the other things.
Yes.
So I get that.
Yeah.
And I think, and let me just say this. I know oftentimes people say we don't have it.
Yeah.
We do.
We do.
Mm,
We do.
It's in us.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
We get
Right.
clouded by working too hard,
Mm-hmm.
by making them a minimum wage, or
Mhm.
having to work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Where again, not understanding generational trauma.
Mm.
And then
That
that's
part.
what that impacts, that prohibits us from being able to move forward. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get with that.
Because there's
Okay.
not a wealth gap, there's an education gap.
That
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
If you can get the wisdom
Yeah.
on it, you can, you know, you can get whatever you want.
Don't hit me.
Absolutely.
Look,
I'm still mad that I missed number one, but anyway,
And the person who won, what was his name again?
Uncle Brian.
Uncle Brian.
Uncle Brown. Look, 'cause
But
he's-
Uncle
he's
Brian
talking-
was with Moses, and we identified that. Moses did the Red Sea. He did Lake Tahoe.
Uncle Brown is talking Proverbs 2:2-5.
Yeah.
That's what I live by. That's what I
Nobody but
cite
him.
every- I cite it every morning.
Yeah.
That's why we got to talk to our seniors.
Yeah.
That's what we have to.
See,
That's why.
you can sit over there. Okay, what's
so here
number
we
2?
go. Question number
It ain't
2.
over yet.
Okay,
It's
they
not
are.
over yet. Come on.
Question number 2. What investment has the power to benefit an entire community for years? Is it A, schools, B, small businesses, C, parks and community centers, or D, affordable housing?
You see how crazy this is? That's the. Did you see? You see
It's-
what I
it's
deal with?
E. I'm with Eli. E for all of them.
E for all of them. I know. I'm for. Can you got to
Right.
read that one more time? Because that's you need
Okay.
all of them.
Question 2. What investment has the power to benefit an entire community for years?
Mm.
Is it A, schools, B, small businesses, C, parks and community centers, or D, affordable housing? And
Oh,
remember,
that
you're
is
looking
businesses.
for the number one answer.
That's B.
Okay, you're saying it's B. Charles says B
For generations.
for generation.
Generation.
Impact.
Laura says D. Ramona says A.
What is A?
It's education.
That's schools. Uh-huh.
You can't miss
I
with
get it.
education.
Steven says
But that's
A.
school, but it's not like education. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
Teresa
That was like-
says
That's what I'm
A.
saying. It's
That's the problem. My husband say, "You just too smart for your own."
you got to analyze it.
AJ
You have
says-
another choice.
I do that a little too much.
Pearly says B.
Oh, we got people from all over the country playing this game, so it's
Pearly said B. Now B
Yeah.
is
Pearly.
what?
B
Small
is
business.
small business.
That's what I said. Because if you could create a lot of small businesses,
Vicky says C.
that's the Black Wall Street way.
That you know what? That is the Black Wall Street way. You right about that?
Right?
Small business, because you want to know what I was. Because let me just say this: I was just at Billy Parker's farm garden just yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
And let me tell you,
yeah.
she was sharing knowledge, and you're talking about food, and you're talking
Mhm.
about like if I have eggs and you have some honey. I mean, we got some chickens. Oh, we got a whole meal, right?
Yes.
We got some corn.
We done
And I'm
said
hungry
the
now,
whole
too.
thing.
I know. So
You see,
Eli says A. Schools. Who else?
see,
Who's up
now
here?
is it schools or is it
Sunny House,
Sandra.
like, yeah,
Says, Sandra says B.
Yeah, I
tough
say-
one. They
That
all
is a-
matter.
They
That's
all
what Pam said.
Charmaine says A.
No, I agree.
okay. So we didn't get that first one.
They say
We're gonna try this again.
I have to go with my first mind because it depends on which one of my minds is working early. in the
Pam
morning.
said tough one. They all matter.
Right. They all matter.
So Prentice says one more time with the answer choices. What investment has the power to benefit an entire community for years? Is it A, schools, B, small businesses, C, parks and community centers, or D, affordable housing?
I'm gonna say B.
You're going to say B,
Yeah.
small businesses. Okay. See?
What do you say, Charles?
I went with B.
Yeah, Charles got B, Stephen got, okay, so Prentice says B,
Pam says
And-
A.
Pam says A.
What do
Okay,
you say?
here we go. Mr. Wilson, you want to weigh in? D, you got D. Mr. Wilson says D.
Affordable housing.
Okay.
Give me a crib.
Okay, so here we go. Question with answer. What investment has the power to benefit an entire community for years? Is it A, schools, B, small businesses, C, parks and community centers, D, affordable housing? Charles, AJ, Pearlie, Richie, Corinci, Sandra, and Prentice, you are all correct. The answer is B. It says small businesses create jobs, circulate
Like Wall
dollars
Street way.
within the community, and inspire future entrepreneurs. Strong businesses help build strong communities.
And that's the reason why, as your next city councilor, we're gonna. I mean, and we've tried this buy black. Well, we need to institutionalize that. Buy black.
Right.
Buy black. You have it over. You go over in Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow, they have it during the holidays. Buy black. You get $10,000. What's wrong with us doing that?
Right.
What's wrong with us doing that in our community? And then once we have, how much money is going to be circulated? Right. Whether it's 5,000, where it's 10,000, we need to do that.
Yes.
We need to institutionalize again buying black, buying North Tulsa, buying District 1.
Because if during like Wall Street, if the money stayed in for a whole year before it left the community, and now it leaves in 30 seconds,
that's a problem.
then that's a
It's
problem.
15 seconds. Let's be
15,
honest.
half of
Because
that.
When you think about your commute, and I'm gonna be perfectly transparent, when I commute and have to go out to 81st and 169.
That's a road trip. Number one.
Did you hear me?
I might be
And
snack.
Gas,
I might-
$4.
Gas. I might, yeah.
And I have to be there at 8 o'clock because Dr. Wilson gets started early.
Yeah.
Right. But on my way home, I must stop at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And so it has left my community. And so when I'm thinking about eating, I mean, I come home.
Right.
Right. But if I have to buy groceries or some staples that are affordable, then I buy it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so we have to start thinking about how we can circulate those dollars in our community.
Absolutely.
All right. Question number 3.
I'm 1 and 1. You 1 and 1.
We won and won.
We 1 and
Yes.
1. Okay. Well,
Okay. So what's one thing every generation should pass down? Is it A, family history, B, life lessons, C, skills and knowledge, or D, faith?
Ah,
I ain't gonna put the Lord in there.
They
Now
both
you gonna
like,
bring Jesus.
Mr. Wilson, what is wrong
Like,
with
he
them?
said when she
You
said
were saying
Jesus.
both did the same thing.
Look,
Can I say Nehemiah?
Look,
Can we preach? Can we preach on it?
I ain't never going against Jesus.
I'm in the book. Look in the book.
I was thinking history, and then
I
she said
say
Jesus. I
District
said,
one,
oh God.
Candidacy, running for District 1. My brother Rodney Watkins said, "I've been
Yeah.
studying Nehemiah.
Yeah.
Faith for me.
Faith.
I
You
don't
say-
know
Yeah.
about somebody
I
else.
don't know. Look,
What, you say faith?
I'm going with the Lord.
Lord and the Lord. I was
Look,
today.
sometimes that's all I got. Sometimes that's all I got. But read it again, just hold
Tell
on.
us what everybody else is saying.
Okay, so Ramona Curtis,
Ramona.
Mama Mayor says, she says D.
The Lord.
Yes.
The Lord.
Ramona. Teresa says A. Laura
Laura
says
says
D. Uncle Brian says A.
That's what I was
Brian
thinking.
said A.
Uncle
Yes.
Brian said A.
Pam says A.
She said A all day.
Okay. AJ says B.
Mr. Wilson, what do you say?
Richie says
Said
A.
Jesus. Once the Lord came, I look. It'll just be me and the Lord.
You know what?
Nick
Lord, I
said
didn't go
D.
against you.
At all. Look, me and Charles, Lord, it's me again.
I was history till the Lord
prayer.
showed up.
Yeah. Let me
I'm
tell you.
standing.
I was like, but let me tell you, because the Lord has got me through. It's foundation. Let me tell you.
Man.
And Rodney Watkins, and he made it very plain. He said, it's the blueprint is already there. You
Yeah.
just got to follow.
Yes.
That's it.
So
That's
that's for
it.
me.
All right. So Signe says A. Sandra says A.
They all going to hell.
Ramona
History.
said D.
Need Lord.
Ramona
Prentice.
said D, Lord. So Ramona didn't change some mind. She said D, Lord. Prentice says D. Who else got an answer? What you got over there, Stephen? What you say? Okay, you want to hear the answer? What's one thing every generation should pass down? Is it A, family history, B, life lessons, C, skills and knowledge, or D, faith?
They all so close anyway, so you gotta go with the Lord. Eli said small E.
Small E. Eli, ain't nobody playing with you.
I'm with Eli.
Yes. So A is family history, B is life lessons, C is skills and knowledge, and D is faith. Okay, you say C.
Uncle Brian said I was with Moses when he parted the Red Sea. But Sandra said, but we are
Blow your
nothing.
thing up.
So faith. Okay, what you got?
Ike says B. Okay, so here we go. Question with answer. What's one thing every generation should pass down? Is it A, family history, B, life lessons, C, skills and knowledge, or D, faith? The only person that got it right is Stephen. It is C, skills and knowledge.
What
says-
in the world? See these young folks? You can't trust the YNs. No, I'm just playing.
Look, I don't understand.
It says teaching the next generation prepares them to build on the work of those
It
who
was
came
relatable to
before
him.
them. Knowledge shared today becomes success tomorrow.
Well, I get that. The
She
blueprint is
said,
set.
but
go back.
my
Go
thesis
back.
statement is
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Go back to the Bible.
Flag on the
It's gonna
play.
give you instructions.
I'm gonna
It's
stick with the
give you
Lord.
to know wisdom and instruction.
right.
To
Yeah.
perceive the words of understanding. Don't, let me
Listen.
take you back.
Okay.
Proverbs 2. That's
Okay. So you pass down the knowledge of the Bible. So it's
Young
knowledge
folks.
and skill. So
it's
that's
knowledge and
yeah,
skills.
yeah.
And then the Bible's going to talk to you about skills, right? Skills how to navigate.
Oh, Nikki got it too. Okay, I didn't
Nikki
see
got
your
it.
answer, Nikki.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nikki,
so
she
Nikki,
got it too.
Nikki got it. Okay, y'all keep track of y'all points because I'm not.
Well,
Okay.
we don't
Okay.
we
But
want
this one is worth 5 points. So
Okay.
So,
anybody can still
bonus
win.
points. So it's anybody's
yeah.
game.
I mean,
So this is a half court shot right here.
Yeah. This is anybody's game.
You're the point guard, so you already
Okay.
know. Give me 2 seconds. Dribble.
And there.
I'm talking so much noise. Tosh Ray gonna make girl bye.
Okay, so here we go. Bonus round.
For all the marbles.
5 points. Which action creates the greatest long-term impact? Is it A, mentoring young people, B, buying property, C, starting a business, or D, giving back to the community?
Well, isn't D and A the same?
Same thing. Are they at least
Listen.
cousins? Read that again. That's rough.
Which action creates the greatest long-term impact? Is it A, mentoring young people, B, buying property, C, starting a business, or D, giving back to the community?
I gotta say mentor.
Teresa says she's 0 and 3.
Teresa.
We at least got one. Teresa said that she's swinging and missing.
I said we need to. I'm just gonna be with Eli from now on.
Right.
Everybody.
A little E.
All right, here we go. So Laura says B.
What's B?
B is buying property. Teresa says A.
I'm going with A. Is that mentoring the young
Yes. Charles is saying
people? I'm
A.
going with that. For all the
Uncle Brian
marbles.
says D. AJ says D.
Chris said, the doctor said I'm done with this. My own. See, now you see what I've been going through every
Vicky
day.
says A.
Every
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 day.
day. I deal with this. Look,
and the reason why-
Morticia said D.
welcome to the show,
Y'all
Morticia.
are
Good to see you.
Wait, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Ramona says B.
It's so hard. You know what? I want you to give us
Sometimes, yeah.
something because you find value in each one of those answers.
I know.
Yes.
And she's going to went out and ask these 100 people. And who is these 100
And
people
again,
you talking
it's
to?
Right.
Who you talking?
Right.
Listen.
All he talked to was just Steven the last time. It wasn't 100 people. You just talked to one.
I mean, did she talk to him 100 times? Because again,
He's the only one. But he figured it out.
and I've got to, and thank you for
Go
saying
back
this.
to
I got to get out of my own head because
Right.
I've seen the power of mentorship. I've seen where people
Yeah.
are now buying property because they make a good living.
Right.
I have people that have I've had an opportunity to pour
Richie
into, and
says
now
we-
they like living their lives. Okay, but I can't think about myself.
Yeah. You want me to read the question one more time?
I'm still gonna
One
get it
more
wrong,
time.
but go ahead.
Which action creates the greatest long-term impact? Is it A, mentoring young people, B, buying property, C, starting a business, or D, giving back to the community?
Longest impact. Okay, I'm in the heads of those 100 people, like Steven. Steven, are we saying B? Let me
What is it? What Steven, what is your answer?
Your
That's
answer.
number one.
Yeah, what's your answer?
Remember you in school, you like looking at the smart kid. What's your answer?
What'd you say?
What you said last time, because then nobody know what the answer was.
Which action creates the greatest long-term impact? Is it A, mentoring young people, B, buying property, C, starting a business, or D, giving back to the community?
Music went off. See?
I say
What'd you say? Okay, well, which one? Which one you going with?
Pam said B.
The question is just which action creates the greatest long-term impact? And your
We need some music. It's too
We're gonna-
quiet.
I know. I think.
What did you give your? Oh, you still?
I'm still waiting for Stephen to give us the answer. I'm thinking
Huh?
it's B. I'm.
So what you
we're
got?
listening. We're
What you
looking on
got?
your paper. I got my pencil ready.
Like if you run property, might be a house. It's
Mhm.
gonna only impact everyone.
Good point.
Now,
That's a
if
good
you-
point.
so-
See, he got some good logic.
Look,
Yeah.
all we need is the answer. Y'all doing a whole breakdown. We just need an answer. What's the answer?
Because okay, can we get a clarifying question?
Yeah.
Clarifying question.
Uh-huh.
So when you saying buying property, is it singular or is it acreage? Is it?
It just says buying property. That's it.
It's for your own interpretation.
Mr. Wilson over there cracking up.
He
He's
said, I
like,
can't.
what in the world? He said,
He said, "This is my life every day." That's what he's saying. This is my life. I'm like, let's break it down.
right.
Talk about.
All right, so I'm gonna read the question one more time. You got to give your answer quick.
We're going with B.
Which action
You going with
creates
B?
the greatest long-term impact? Is it A, mentoring young people, B, buying property, C, starting a business, or D, giving back to the community? Currency says B. What you got?
He said D.
You saying D? What you think is A?
So what's the
So
answer?
which one? D or A? Quick. He laughing. He's
Stephen,
like,
we can't cheat off your
Yes.
paper if you
Yeah.
don't know what you're gonna put.
yeah. D or A?
D is
Look, we
Yeah.
gotta go. What's the
Yeah,
answer,
but-
Damali?
yeah.
We ain't got the time.
Yeah.
We can't stay on it for 5 minutes.
Okay, he
we
said A. Okay, dang. Okay, so
Tell
here
us
we
what
go.
you said.
Question with
A.
answer for
Okay.
5
It's
points.
A.
Which action creates
It
the
gotta be
greatest
A.
long-term
What'd you say?
impact? Is it A, mentoring young people,
Oh.
B, buying property, C, starting a business, or D, giving back to the community? Stephen, Teresa, Charles, Vicky, and Angela, the answer is A,
See,
mentoring young people. It says when you invest in young people's futures, the investment can influence families, workplace. Look, she get ready. She get mad.
He said absolutely not. I know.
because I said A, and I
You
said,
did say, hey, you was rocking with
But then I said I had to get out of my head.
And then, yeah, see.
the
So
first mind.
yeah, so it says helping one young person today can change many lives tomorrow. So the Black Wall Street connection is this. The visionaries of Black Wall Street thought beyond themselves. They built businesses that employed neighbors.
Right.
They established banks that financed dreams. They created schools that educated children. They invest in land, churches, and institutions that continued serving the community long after they were gone. Their work reminds us that the greatest legacy isn't what we leave to the next generation, it's what we leave for the next generation.
Mm.
They planted seeds that others are still benefiting from more than 100 years later. So the bigger message is this: generational impact starts with today's decisions. Every child you mentor, every lesson you teach, every business you support, every opportunity you create, every family you strengthen becomes part of a future that you may never see, but one that others will be grateful for. So the Family Feud takeaway today is generational impact means making choices today that will bless people tomorrow. When we invest in people, building strong institutions, and pass on wisdom, we create a legacy that strengthens families, communities, and future generations. And this morning's Black Wall Street Family Feud was brought to us by Build in Tulsa.
All right, well, we're going to take a break and play one commercial just so we can deprogram a little bit. And when we come back, we're going to go right into the platform. You're going to hit them with the 1, 2, 3, what's going on, why to support you, and all of the good stuff. Hey, you had it. It was AA, and then...
I know it. Thinking about something.
See, you thought about the people.
I thought about.
You said, let me
you
think
said-
about the people.
Yeah.
You said, I'm
Right there,
Yeah.
You said the survey 100 people.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson, no one when I say I love pouring into young people and
Yes.
and again opportunities to see the fruits. It's been amazing to see. I have some young adults and I crack up because I call them my babies. But he's I think John is 48. Dwight is 47.
Man.
Yes.
But when I tell you
Born
that-
into
and
it.
they have property and they're serving and they're doing and
Yeah.
serving in the community. Oh my goodness, I get excited.
Yes.
So it's been a blessing to kind of just work with these young people and every day.
Yeah.
Let's send that back. Let's do this instead of taking a break because it's already at 9, but we're going to
Oh,
give
okay.
ourselves like 15 more minutes.
Okay.
Dr. Currency Wilson, you are a candidate for District 1.
Yes.
It's a hot seat. It's a lot going on.
Yes.
But all these thousands of people listening in, give them your platform, why they need to rock with you, and where do they go to follow you, to support you, to do whatever it is you need the community to do.
And thank you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Because when I
Yes.
think about service, and that is who I am. That is what I'm about. And when I think about we call it the C3 movement.
C3 movement.
Community, collaboration, and change. We're talking about investing in our people, having stable housing. We're
Yes.
talking about safe neighborhoods. This is the foundation that we have, and this is the foundation we're going to continue to build on.
Yes.
So one of the major programs, and I'm a firm believer in, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Mhm.
So I mean, if it's not broke, let's do it. We know Learning with the Wrench is already at the city of Tulsa,
Mhm.
but it's not in our community.
Mhm.
Our children remember PITC. I don't know about
Yeah.
you,
There you
Damali.
go.
I remember
Yeah.
in the summer you had those jobs, you had those opportunities to learn skills, Stephen, right? To learn trade, and so bringing that back home.
Right.
You know, in the age of AI, our kids need opportunities to, and not everyone wants to, go to college. But
Right.
again, you think about pouring into individuals learning how to be HVAC,
Mhm.
right? You think about electrician, you think about all these aviation programs. These are programs that are already existing
Right.
that we need our children to tap into.
Mhm.
And let me say this: when I'm laser focused,
Mhm.
I'm laser focused, and I am going to bring that program to District 1.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And when I talk about it, and I love the conversation about generational wealth, generational, legacy.
Mhm.
And so keeping it in the family, that is so very important. We say legacy, housing, preservation. Just a minute ago, we had my Sarah, right?
Yeah,
Sandra
that's
Love
Sandra.
talking
Yeah.
about, home ownership.
Yes.
That is such a pivotal thing that we've been able to maintain. My husband and I, we bought a home at 25.
Mhm.
We understand the importance of having land and how
Mhm.
we can pass it on for generation to generation.
Right.
And so keeping it in the family, right? A deed transfer expo. So many of our seniors, so many of our community members don't know that process.
Mhm.
Right.
And again, it's
Mhm.
very expensive. And so partnering with financial advisors, partnering with those who are legal entities who could help ensure that we can keep it in the family.
Right.
Right. And then
Right.
thinking about our seniors need to be, if something happens to their lawn, we are having new development, economic development coming to our community. But again, if you're thinking about code enforcement, property tax going up, we need to be able to ensure that our seniors can keep it in the family,
There you
right?
go,
Keep
right.
that property. And so being able to kind of provide support for property tax for our seniors or those on a fixed income, getting the grass cut,
Mhm.
having
Right.
those are programs that we can kind of consolidate and coordinate to ensure we can keep it in the family.
Mhm.
And I have been talking with our neighbors, talking with our seniors, and they're concerned about medication. They're concerned about quality of life.
Mhm.
They're
Right.
concerned about opportunities of engagement.
Right.
And so I think we need a Senior Citizens Affairs Commission.
Mhm.
I think because,
Mhm.
and I don't know, it's because maybe I'm a little bit older.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But having those thoughts about how you can improve your quality of life
Mhm.
and having those practitioners, those individuals come across the city to see how we can partner and how we can meet the needs of our seniors. Because the one thing I think about my mother-in-law, she's 88,
Mhm.
vibrant, but again, having community. Did you all know we have the hub in West Tulsa? It's
Mhm.
called the hub. Well,
Mhm.
but they do a lot of other programming.
Mhm.
But oh my goodness,
Mhm.
they have some spicy seniors over there.
They got them. They
Okay.
Oh, they got
Yeah.
some spicy seniors. But we need opportunities like
Right.
that all over,
Mhm.
right? And and so when I talk about that, and you're talking about, not being chased by dogs, right? So we start talking about, collaboration. How can we meet the needs of our community? Ensuring that there's lighting, there's safety,
Mhm.
walking to school, right? Again, working in collaboration with those who are with the city already. We're talking about sewer utilities, public works engineers. So when we're talking about when our streets are going to get done, because right now we don't know. We have construction everywhere, part of North Tulsa.
Boy.
And so how do we talk about that coordination and collaboration and making our residents aware of when it's happening, how it's happening, and again, holding the city accountable.
Mhm.
And that's my responsibility, right?
Mhm.
And so when I think about, dogs, I want to be able to walk my neighborhood.
Mhm.
I don't know about you guys, but when you get exercise, I go to Riverside.
Mhm.
But I would love to be able to walk my neighborhood
Right.
with sidewalks without dogs chasing me,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So those are the things. When I think about community, I think about collaboration, and then ultimately change, holding our city accountable. When those budget times happen,
Mhm.
and we're going and talking about that money is going to be allocated to District 1, you can best believe I'm going to fight for it. You can best believe, and we on a family show, so I ain't gonna say it was right on the tip of my tongue, right?
Right.
But you can best believe that I'm going to hold them accountable, but I also want the residents to hold me accountable. I'm going to be
Mhm.
responsive. The great thing I would say about this whole process is that I've been able to talk to our neighbors, going to
Right.
neighborhood associations,
Mhm.
just finding, I mean, the spirit of who we are, visiting churches.
Mhm.
Oh, I've
Right.
had some of the best church, it's been amazing.
Mhm.
We have great teachers, great individuals who are pouring into the lives of our community members, and we need to highlight that.
Right.
When I tell you, it was so enriching to go see Billy Parker yesterday.
Mhm.
And the reason why I say this because she's a bit older, but the people that were there were young. They were
Mhm.
Right.
families, it was babies, it was generations learning about farming and agriculture. This young man, I think it's D'Angelo. Oh, I love him.
D'Angelo.
Mhm.
D'Angelo was talking about hydroponics. He was just talking about different types of
Yeah.
gardening techniques. And I
Right.
said, I'm 54 and don't know that.
Right.
Right.
And so
Right.
he could pour in and share. The one thing I would say, we were talking about apprenticeships and internships.
Yeah.
They're happening in silos, small silos, and
Mhm.
our children don't know about them,
Mhm.
right? So it is incumbent upon me. So when I say hold me accountable, it is my responsibility to ensure that everyone's aware of what's going on. There's the CDBG, these community block grants. It's
Right.
happening September 1st through September 1st and 2nd. There are workshops for up and coming nonprofit organizations who want to learn how to tap into the funding at the city.
Right.
They're showing you the blueprint, but everyone doesn't know about it.
Right.
So it's incumbent upon me to ensure when these opportunities come forth. When there's opportunities for our children to learn for internships, apprenticeships. It is my responsibility to ensure we have sidewalks
Mhm.
and to ensure
Right.
when it's coming, how it's coming, and if it doesn't, and for me to be responsive if you have a concern.
Yeah. Let me ask this. What is the your greatest concern? Like when you go in a position, what would be the one thing you're like, man, that's my greatest concern about our community?
Well, unfortunately, there's several,
Yeah.
right? And my greatest concern is that we're working in silos.
Mhm.
We're working in silos I- on so many different levels in District 1. And I always say we perish because we're not working together. The one spirit of Black Wall Street and Greenwood is that they worked in tandem.
Mhm.
That is how in the most oppressive time in our history, right? Well, kind of harkening back to
Man.
that.
Right.
But
Okay.
it was so oppressive. You're talking about Jim Crow, you're talking about all those where they were discriminated against. And so they insulated themselves. And again, they were working together though.
Mhm.
You had where you went to the local doctor or the local physician. You go to Westview Clinic, right? You got Dr. Renaka Whitaker that again, your children should be going to.
Mhm.
You have, Bobby Witter, who has the pharmacist.
Yeah.
The
Right.
pharmacy, you have crossover, you have educational institutions that are going forth. Jamie Broom, shout out.
Oh,
man.
man.
Yes.
Solid
Yes.
foundation.
The best solid foundation
Mhm.
educational
Yeah.
system in the state of Oklahoma and beyond,
Right.
right? We have to tap into those opportunities and again, collaborate and share. Like I said, I was just thinking about so many different people. I think about Food on the Move, Ramal Brown.
Mhm.
He is doing amazing work at McLean and over at Monroe, but we don't know about it. So how
Mhm.
can we help support to expand what they're doing, talking about agriculture, talking about farming, talking about livestock, right?
Mhm.
There's money to be made. My dad did cows all his life
Mhm.
and he was able to sustain himself and beyond. And so I think we have to get back to the basics.
Yes.
There's opportunities for everyone,
Mhm.
right? And let me just be perfectly clear. I love the idea of gyms. I know I think about Microsoft, I think about IT,
Mhm.
I think about entrepreneurship opportunities.
Right.
We have to get back to the basics.
Mhm.
And again, working in collaboration together. That is how it's going to happen, and that's how it's going to move North Tulsa
Do
forward.
you feel like we have the resources that we need? We just need to pool them together, or do we just lack so many resources that it's going to take a different kind of movement to get things done?
It's not that we lack resources, but let me just be perfectly transparent. Some of those resources are being intentionally cut. Right? You think about from the federal government, we're talking about
Yeah.
big beautiful bill. I need people to be an informed community because those cuts are coming. It's going to impact our seniors, those who are on a fixed income, those who are most vulnerable. And when that happens, how are we then going to insulate those who may have been impacted?
Right.
Right.
So you're thinking about, medicine, right? Medicaid subsidies been
Oh,
cut.
man.
Mhm.
If you're a diabetic, if you have other kind of major illnesses, we need to understand that is coming.
Mhm.
And so it's not about lacking resources, but they're going to be, there's intentional pressures to cut those opportunities for our people in our community. So we're going to have to start doing a better job of coordinating and collaborating to meet the needs of our community. So that's why I say we got to go back.
You got to go back.
places.
Okay.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your platform. Can you tell people how they can reach you, how they can support you, what help you need, as the election
What you got
comes
coming up
closer?
next? How to follow what you're doing?
Yes.
And that's our tone. That's the movement. Let me just shout out to my team.
Right.
When I tell you, I have the best ride or die team in this country.
Yes.
Next to Obama's team. Let me be clear.
Right.
Because they have a heart to serve. They have been pouring into me spiritually, emotionally, being uplifting, in addition to doing the groundwork.
Yes.
So vote Wilson for Tulsa.org. Vote Wilson for Tulsa.org. You can sign up. You can join the C3 movement. We are knocking doors. We love donations. We need donations.
Right.
Because again, and I think a lot of people don't realize those signs that we put up, those are expensive.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right? Doing all of this stuff, I didn't realize, until we're making those invoices and trying to, request those marketing materials. It's expensive. So definitely would love donations. But I want, individuals who want to serve and to come C3 movement, community collaboration and change. Vote Wilson for Tulsa.org. You can join the movement, knock doors, phone bank, and let's make a difference in District 1. Let's do the C3 movement and have Dr. Wilson August 25th.
And this is my last thing that I asked, and then I know we got some upcoming events, and our
Yes.
producer get a little smooth. So when people go to sleep tonight, if they forget everything else, tell the people this is why I deserve your vote. If you forgot everything, when you go to sleep tonight, this is the one reason why you deserve your vote.
I deserve the vote for those in District 1, and even for those to inform those in District 1.
Right.
It's because everyone in District 1 deserves to be heard, deserves to be represented and respected. And I am going to do that with such passion and such commitment that in 2 years, you're going to have seen a difference in District 1.
Just like that.
I love it.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. You see that passion, Damali, come out? I felt it was coming
I'm
through
like,
the mic.
you don't
I said,
understand. When I
Right.
tell you I lock
You know,
in,
with her
I
teeth
lock
locked
in.
together.
When I know your teeth,
When
yeah.
I say I lock in, I lock in.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so we're going to give you guys upcoming events. I know we're a little bit over, but we had a couple of great guests.
You got to go to
studio
an HBU.
today. Yeah,
Oh, y'all all went to
yeah.
NSU. Y'all all went to NSU.
We
Yeah.
all
my
I went to
But
Langston.
my money went to Langston.
Oh,
Our
see,
money sent our son to Langston.
The money sent it.
see.
They-
Yeah,
Look at
Yeah,
that.
Our money went to HBCU.
Okay, that's right.
Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. So tomorrow's show, Friday's theme is Leaving a Mark is our theme.
Uh-oh. Leave your mark.
Leaving a Mark. So on August the 14th, which is tomorrow, the big showdown is going to be happening at 2:00 p.m. with candidates from District 1. This is going to be hosted by Eli Grayson, Mr. E.
Mr. E,
Yes.
the whole show.
And produced by KBOB 89.9 FM. You can watch on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and at KBOB89.9.com. You can call in with questions at 918-856-3973. The Spreading Hope Back to School Bash is going to be
Ooh.
happening August the 15th at 11:00 a.m. until 2:00 p.m. at B.S. Roberts
It's a
Park.
block party. You coming through? It's going to be a
coming
whole
through.
block party.
Yes.
I'm coming through a lot of black parties on the 15th.
Man, it's a lot going
It's a lot
down.
going on,
I
right?
tell you, I got my tennis shoes on.
Okay,
Tennis shoes
that's
on.
right. You better make sure.
And she keeping her hydration too. The water's already down.
Okay. All right. It's going to be at 901 North Greenwood Avenue. They're going to have free food, games, backpacks, school supplies. In addition, there's going to be free CPR, IEP, 504, youth development, and disability rights classes. The host DJ is going to be Ramal Brown, the hometown heat.
You just mentioned him.
Exactly. Registration begins at 8:30. Steph Simon, the Carver Pom Pom girls are going to
Is
be
he the
there.
king of Tulsa, the king of McLean? He the king, or he just Mr.
He's
Clark? Tulsa King.
Tulsa King. He's a Tulsa King. That's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he said.
I'm just checking.
Yeah. McLean and Central Cheer will be there. And then there is going to be, there's going to be a free Levitt concert block party that's going to be happening. That's going to be partnering with the event. The featured artist is going to be Valerie Harding, who will be on the stage at 12:45. So bring your lawn chairs, make sure you're hydrated, but it's going to be a great time. Don't forget that early voting happens August 20th and 21st from 8 o'clock a.m. until 6 o'clock p.m. Then August 22nd from 8 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. At 2 locations. The first one is going to be at the Tulsa County Election Board, which has moved to 12,000 East Skelly Drive, which is basically 11th and Garnett. And then the Tulsa Tech Center at 4,000 West Florence over in Broken Arrow. The application deadline for the product pitch night for Build in Tulsa is going to be August 21st at 11:59 p.m. This funding is not a loan. There is no repayment, no interest. Build in Tulsa does not take ownership on any of these pitches. Okay. So the first place is going to receive $10,000.
10 racks.
Yes.
Love it.
It's about
Second place is going to get $5,000. Third place is going to get
That's real money.
$2,500. And the Audience Choice Award is going to be $1,000. So one of those 3 places will take an additional $1,000. So you can go to www.buildintulsa.com/programs to find out more information. They'll also be having a virtual session on August the 18th to explain what it is. And that's going to be at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So go to buildintulsa.com. The Tulsa Empowerment Network is going to have their event on their next convening on August the 22nd at 9 o'clock a.m. It's going to be right here at the 36th Street North Event Center. And it is going to be another opportunity for you guys to hear all of the candidates share their platform. So we're excited about that, and make sure that you guys get registered. We'll post the information about how to register on our social media after the show. The Black Excellence Ball and Banquet presents the Johnny Ball Legacy Impact Community Give Back, which is happening August 22nd at 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Reed Community Foundation, which is located at 210 East Latimer Place. They're going to be offering free food, backpacks, school supplies, scholarship awards, free haircuts, braids for girls, live DJ, and a gift card giveaway.
Who said it's not stuff to do? And
that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot going on.
Got stuff happening, man. I'm telling you. The back to school event for Oasis Fresh Market is going to be happening on August 22nd as well, from 12 o'clock p.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. It is going to be at Oasis South.
Southside.
So that is at 61st and South Peoria. So for more information, you can contact Oasis Fresh Market and get all the information for that. Registration opens on August 24th for Sisters Walking for a Cure Breast Cancer Awareness. It's going to be happening at O'Brien Park on October the 3rd, but you need to register in advance from 9 o'clock a.m. until 12 o'clock p.m. This is sponsored by the Paradise Chapter 97, Order of the Eastern Star, and Oklahoma District 1. You can contact Jen at 916-583-0721 or KD at 918-855-3337. Of course, August 25th is Election
that's the
Day.
Big day, right?
7 o'clock a.m. until 7 o'clock p.m. The polls are open. Make sure that you go and figure out where your polling place is in advance. Don't wait until the day of.
I'm calling it the District 1 Super Bowl.
That's
how I feel.
Yes. All right. Gap Standards International presents Declare. It is going Declare 26 Prophetic Prayers Conference, which is happening August the 27th through the 29th at the Renaissance Hotel. It's located at 6808 South 107th East Avenue. This is hosted by Pastor Tom Todd and Prophetess Brenda Todd. For registration information, go to gapstandardsinternational.org. And then Tulsa Dream Center, their North Campus is having their back to school splash. which is happening August the 29th from 10 o'clock a.m. until 1 o'clock p.m. at 200 West 46th Street North. The splash pad is going to be in full effect. They're going to have a foam pit, slip and slide, school resources for parents, free backpacks and school supplies, but the children must be present.
Dr. Chrissy, you was funny, I
kids
know.
come alone? Can
parents?
Can
Yeah.
parents?
Okay.
It said
Go
I'm a
slip.
28-year-old. Can I still
Go.
come?
Yeah, just show up.
And we hosting. We're gonna be sliding and hosting.
Right.
Foaming and hosting.
Exactly.
Hey, we'll be at the
Exactly.
Tulsa Dreams and appreciate all their great work.
Okay, and then We Build First Friday Market 2026 is happening September the 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. at Build in Tulsa, located at 124 Reconciliation Way. It is open to the public. You can go to buildintulsa.com to RSVP. Man, that was a lot.
I know.
That was a lot.
But that's some great things happening
A
in
lot of
District
stuff
1.
going
Yes.
on. That's why you
And I
listen
wanna
to
say
Community
thank
Wake
you.
Up.
Thank you, because again, we perish for a lack of knowledge.
Yes.
And now we have it. And then talking about IEPs, 405s,
Yes.
our people need to understand. And I'm sorry,
No, go ahead.
No, you good.
Educational
No.
tangent,
Go
because I
ahead.
was just thinking, when you think about the neurodivergent community, oftentimes, and when I've been teaching, for 30 years. And so when I think about when I would engage students,
Mhm.
it was like 1 in 200.
Mm.
Now it's 1 in 33.
Oh, wow.
1 in 33 of our students are neurodivergent. So we have to be very intentional
Mhm.
to
Right.
ensure that we provide the educational support and resource that they need.
Yeah.
And so I am so excited about that opportunity because
Yes.
again, it can happen at school, but our parents need to understand it and then again, provide that support at the home and at school. So shout out to, look,
Mhm.
go
Yes.
D1. Go
Okay.
D1.
Yes.
D1 for D1, right?
Yes.
There you go.
And some of my conversations is talking about how we in D1 can support our people in D1, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
District 1.
Yes.
Let's do it. Many voices, one district.
Let's do it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you would like to advertise your events or business on the show, you can go to nycu.fm and submit a request. Somebody from our office will get back in contact with you. And as always, remember the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and our guests and not necessarily to this station, affiliate, organization, committee, or other group or individual associated with nycu.fm or KBOB 89.9 FM.
All right, that's it. Miss Anita said, vote. Remember the name, Carincy Wilson. Anita D, that's what she said. All right, we got to
That's my
go.
classmate.
Dr. Carincy, thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Good energy,
guys.
good vibe. We
You
wish you
guys
all of the
so
best.
much. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
This
coming
has
in.
been
We
so much
almost
fun.
had the few. We was right there.
Y'all was right
You know
there.
what?
Y'all's hands was doing like
We right
this.
here.
Yes,
We
like
right there.
that.
Me and you know what
Spirit
I'm talking
fingers and missed
about?
it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, have a blessed
Thank
day
you so much.
on this day. Community Wake Up Morning Show. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Charles Hopper.
And I'm Damali Wilson.
Tomorrow's the weekend, baby. It's
Yes.
P9, HBC roll call, and all that good stuff. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Y'all have a
Absolutely.
blessed day.
Tulsa, your voice matters. And on KBOB 89.9 FM, your stories are heard loud and clear. From community issues to culture, music, and real life conversations, this is where we come together. Be part of something bigger. Tune in to KBOB 89.9 FM.